Kids screaming at the cradles of families. I see the weather ice covered in cross all the ones who kept my cars and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My words so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Take my eyes open up this reality. Why can't you just let me in my way, maybe? I'm inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the corridors, both families. Some days I feel weird, then I'll be others. Some days I can tell my body. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My words so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Content attention was hiding behind tension. Honesty is one way to hide. I want taste consumption. Fostered your deception. Human children thinking like it seems to.
What's going on, everybody? Throwing knives in a jacket, so much different. You're gonna see the change you have, because it's freezing. Doing the best I can, staying warm out here so I can still do some lives, because I'm leaving Tuesday on a little thing here, so I won't be around for 2 weeks. But yeah, I want to get on. I want to throw. This is just what it is in Canada. It's freezing. It's freezing everywhere. A lot of people are dealing with the cold. We deal with the cold all the time. Not complaining. Just I want to throw knives, and I'm gonna. Just now I'm dealing with a sweater with a nice jacket, t-shirt underneath. If I get warmed up, I'll take this off and maybe have more my normal way of throwing. But it's just restricts your movement, right? It's just not natural anymore. This is stiff. I have all the jackets I get, they'd have to be baggy. I have oversized shoulders, so everything I get, it's always tight here, and that really hurts throwing. I like throwing, and I'll figure it out anyway. So I'm about 5 meters here. Today's going to be just a lot of throwing, guys. You want to ask questions about throwing? I've made the decision, and I'm going to let you know what my decision has been, but it's going to be a big change. Big change for me. Big change. Big change. You know, a lion doesn't have to tell the other animals it's a lion. Every once in a while, the lion comes out and just gives out a huge roar. And everybody knows. You know what's up. He's the king. Every once in a while, I like to come out and just throw some heaters. You don't have to do it all the time, but some people forget humans aren't like animals. sometimes you just gotta show people. They seem to forget. I'll be right back. 1 second here. Trying to get my iPad to charge because I'm not going to be able to read comments as much, but I'm just going to check it out, see right now. It's too cold out here to charge. That was the problem I was having before. It's too cold to charge. I had no problem with my chargers and everything. So I had to go indoors. Yeah, I didn't have this charged. This is my fault. I like to be able to engage with you guys, so there we go. Awesome. All right, guys, I'll give it a look every once in a while. My wife is kind of sick right now, so whether she comes out or not, she's kind of just getting over it. But we're going to just, we're just going to do a lot of throwing. Linda, yes, we've been pulling for you. Good to see you here. We are pulling for you. We're all praying for you. We're all thinking about you. We're really, you got a community now we've got you. We're behind you. We stand behind you. I set up my own playlist, so we'll see what's going on with this playlist. Again, good to see everybody. Hope everyone's doing good, having a good Saturday. I'm going to be doing a lot of throwing today. Half spin, no spin, and rotational. And I got a big change for myself. The channel's going to take effect to it, but I'm going to announce that a little later on. I might have mentioned it to my wife, but she might not even know exactly what I'm talking about. Silas is snoring right here, so if you guys do hear something weird in the background, or you can hear him, throw some Silas emojis in the chat. He's the bro. He's the one hanging out with me today. So right now, I'm starting off with the irons here. The latest version of it. I have the first version ever, and now I have the most recent. I don't think it needs much of a change at all. Maybe a fuller for an option if you want it, but this thing is perfect. It doesn't have a huge bulge. I really like that. For working on no spin, half spin, game changer. Now the jacket doesn't screw me up too much. I feel it more than you'll see it. The jacket restricts a lot of my natural mobility. And when I'm throwing, you might not notice it, but I feel it. I've just trained a lot with this type of stuff. I put a lot of jackets and vests, and I've trained versatility. So anyways, if you guys got any questions, let me know. I'm here to help too. A lot of throwing, a lot of helping, a lot of teaching. So if you guys have any difficulties, you're looking to get into the sport, you want to throw some knives or whatever, tomahawks, you just let me know what you need, what type of help you want to get started, or whatever struggles you're going through at the time. Just let me know. I'm here to help. I'm always learning. I'll never stop, but I think I have a good way of explaining things in comparison to maybe some others. And I'll do my best. If not, I'll work on it. You just let me know you don't understand, and I'll always think about another way to maybe teach people, because everybody learns differently. Not everybody's a visual learner and they can just watch somebody throw and learn. Some people need to have it explained in detail, right? So we're going to do that. I'm here for you. Let me know. I'm throwing no spin right now. That's my specialty. That's what I've been doing for over 6 years now. I just put a quote on my page. The quote is Bruce Lee, but I modified it to make it my own. And I'm a guy who has thrown well over 10,000 hours, well over 100, probably close to 100,000 throws, no spin. One way of throwing, one style, and it goes along with my saying that I kind of modified from Bruce Lee. Don't fear the man who throws 1,000 different ways once. Fear the man who throws one way 10,000 times, right? That's the master of that specific skill. You can look good and throw a whole bunch of different ways and have fun doing that, but I'm not here to just be okay at something. So those throws are awesome. Like those are, and the knives do matter. Don't let anyone tell you the knives don't matter. Everybody is very similar. The differences are going to be very subtle. Some people might like a lighter knife. Some people might want a heavier knife. I find people who want heavier knives might be a little stronger. They might have thicker hands. They want to have something heavier in their hand. Light knives might not be easy for somebody who is naturally strong to throw something light. You know, you don't even feel it in your hand sometimes. You're a guy with a lot of callus. You don't even feel the weight. You know, that might not work for you. That's me. Yeah, my playlist has my song on it. So, I might not be able to sit here and tell you I'm a backyard world champion, but I can sit here and tell you I have a bunch of world records. I can tell you I'm probably one of the best with no spin. So if you're new to the channel, I'm not some guy that's just, started doing this to make whatever, right? Like I've done the training and now I'm here doing it. So I've been training for probably about over 6 years, like I mentioned, and I've just started doing YouTube probably after 5 years. And now I'm showing everybody what's up, doing all my trick shots that I used to do, skill shots, however you want to call it, doing them all live. And now I'm sharing what I've learned through those 5 years of not just the things that I've done, but also watching other people and learning from them and sharing maybe what I've gathered to you. So it can be like a one-stop type of shop. There's not many people on here doing it. So I'm now, at a level where I'm comfortably, not going to say I'm a world champion, can't say that, but I can say I'm up to the top with my no spin game, and I'm always going to keep it there. Other people might just be loud and saying it, and they want to be heard because they're loud, but they got nothing backing it up. I got a plethora of certain stuff I've done, even recent, with 5 knives, no spin from 5 meters. I'm the fastest with that knife at 5 meters, throwing no spin. And anybody's willing to do that and try and beat me, I got 3 seconds, 3.37 seconds. Anyone's willing to try to beat it, go ahead. I don't think you're gonna though. I got the world record in throwing no spin, 27 meters. I got a world record in 100 can pins in an hour, throwing 5,000 times in one live stream. Some high level stuff. Not sounding to brag, just letting you know my resume. So you know when you're popping onto the channel, what's this guy about? This is the type of things he's done. No one's done these things. If they want to do it, bring it. I'm here to like be challenged. I'm here to challenge you. And if I want to say I'm up there at the top and I'm not because someone else is doing something that I am unable to do, then I'm going to sit back and not say this. But I'm at that point where at no spin game, anybody out there doing something, I'm going to beat you. And that means the Professor, Judah, Brandon, that's anybody out there. Loic, Paul, Michael Lobinwich, anybody out there, no spin is your game, I'm out there with you too. Just because I'm not a backyard world champion, because I didn't compete against 9 people, and 5 of those people are 16 and female, doesn't mean anything. I gotta get that off my chest. It is what it is. Some people want to say stuff, they can say it. If I can back it up, then I'll back it up, and that's what I'm doing. Recently had a lot of people kind of say some stuff to me, so I made a post about something going on in Las Vegas. I've changed my mind about it. I think it's great. It's great for the sport, but we need to stop not liking people that are great at the sport and kicking them out. We're different people. A lot of very similar people. It's a small sport, right? So a lot of people are very similar, and it welcomes a lot of people that aren't the same. They get into the community and they're like, man, I don't fit in. And they could be great throwers. They could be great for the sport, but they just naturally drift away because it's just not their vibe and how people are, the culture. In sports, that culture goes away and there's a standard of respect. Like we don't do certain things in hockey and football and whatever sport you want to call it, so that everyone's welcome and you don't scare away the best. Or make them not even like it because of the way people are. I think we got to get away from that and start allowing everybody to come in and just kind of like look at the sport rather than look at the individual cultures and dramas. That's hurting the sport. Some people need to say it. I'm that guy in the community because I'm not trying to make friends, but what I'm saying shouldn't push people away. It's the truth. It needs to be said. I have changed the way I've come about it. I've learned. I've maybe changed my mind about things, but in the meantime, things need to be said so that some people can help you learn. Maybe you're missing some information. If I didn't say anything, maybe I wouldn't have been told what I didn't know. So I'm totally open to just anything, right? Like, and I welcome that because I'll try to be as humble as possible when I need to be corrected. And I think everyone needs to have examples like that. So I'm putting myself out there. And that's why I say I'm not here to make friends. I would absolutely love to make friends though. You know, I'm alone in the sport. What I'm saying shouldn't make people not like me. They just recently, from what I've experienced over 6 years, they don't want you to say certain things. They want to keep it a certain way. Well, we're taking leaps and bounds right now. Lots of new stuff's happening. And with that said, we need more people's input. We need different thinkers. We can't have the same stuff all the time. The same thinkers in the last 10 years weren't doing it. We need new people. You know, we need to welcome it all. And then we all need to gather that and then make our adaptation. We need to start then to change what might not have been working and start to think about these new thoughts, these new ideas. I'm about 5 meters right now. I could probably push it just a bit right here past 5 meters, but my leap, I have a good follow through. I lean into it to get as much power as possible. Hunter, good to see y'all. Flying Digger crew. I'm slacking on reading the comments, but I'm your champs. Thanks, guys. No, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a very honest person. Whether you know it or not, or care to believe me or not, I am very hard on myself. If I say something about myself, you can ask my wife. Like, I won't say it unless I know it's true. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'm willing to say I'm a man of truth. I like to seek after truth. If I'm wrong, I want the truth. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So when I talk about, hey, I have a good game at no spin, I can go to any competition right now, I'm sure of it, and do great. I would love to. Any competitions that come my way online, I win them. Any competitions, any records, anything needing to be challenged, I go and I do it. From the best out there to new competitions that are set online, I do it all. And I won't say it if I know it's not true. So I can be your champ, but I mean, anybody, challenge me to any no spin challenge you want. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do all the ones I've done already. I've beat, I've set, and then you can make some others and challenge me about them. Challenge me. I love to be challenged. I need more challenges in life. I set challenges in hope somebody will try them and beat them so that I can then go out and try and beat them. Nobody does my challenges. The 12 best in the world have been selected to go to Las Vegas. Some of those 12 have tried and reached out to me to do the things I've done and failed and told me we could not do it. Sorry. I tried. I almost broke my knife trying to do what you do. And those are the 12 best in the world. They're unable to do what I do. And no one knows it. They don't go and tell people that. They don't. One guy's like, I want to give you more eyes on you. I want to help you because I got a lot of people on my channel. I want to try and do one of your trick shots. So I'm going to try to do one. And he couldn't. And then he didn't say anything about it and didn't do a trick shot for me. It's like, what does that even mean? Then do something you can do and give me a shout out. If you're reaching out to me to be so nice and then you don't do it because you can't do the one you picked, well, don't pick one of my hard ones and maybe pick one of my easier ones. Well, there's the one of the 12 best in the world, unable to do it. Unable. Yeah, I got a little chip on my shoulder, guys. It's a little, you guys should have put that on the post today. Coolest Weatherman with a little chip on his shoulder. It is so freaking cold. Imagine going to a competition and the weather's beautiful. You know, there's people that strap weights around their ankles and they do like karate and they go for runs and then they take the weights off their ankles and they can just freaking kill it. That's the way I would be in a competition. Oh, the weather's perfect. I train 8 months of the year and weather sucks. I'll do my best to read the comments. You guys got any questions, again, I'm here to help you answer. If you want to know anything about me, you want to know anything about what's going on, just let me know. Wow, James, that means a lot to me, man. Thank you. Adam's been a great thrower. You know, he has been involved in so much drama trying to help the community. That's one of the things that suck. You have I have two guys on either side that I love so much. They're great. And then I have to watch them fight and drama and call names and bicker and batter like little kids. And it freaking sucks. That freaking sucks. You just don't see that in many sports. You know, I'm into arm wrestling, but I'm also into every popular sport out there, from hockey, football, soccer, baseball, you name it. Freaking tennis, golf. Arm wrestling is very similar, is the size, not big. They bicker and batter before the match because it's like it's a strategy to get into someone's head. And then they're friends after. And they're freaking good freaking fight, man. Good battle, right? Martial arts are a lot like that. You fight each other like you're almost ready to kill them. After the fight, they're all hugging each other. Why that can't happen? Again, the culture inside of knife throwing needs repair. It needs people to change, but it does. It started out, at least when I'm around for the last 15 years, what I've seen is a bunch of people who are like almost like the outcasts of high school, and they all have chips on their shoulder, and they get into this thing as like the cool person, but they weren't naturally cool people. They were the skater kids, they were the punks, you know, the rockers. They weren't the ones in high school that had all the girls and all this and that walking around, and they weren't the athletes crushing it and winning all the championships and MVPs. So these people come into this little area, they come in and then they it's like they let it out, all their anger that they had, and they start, no, you can't tell me, and I've lived that, I don't want to live that anymore, I want to be this and that, and they're just, it hurts so much. But again, with this Vegas thing, this is why I'm talking about it, because with more eyes, new eyes, looking in on the sport, you all need to have a freaking check before you wreck it. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, you've been doing good with what you have, and that's very little. But now we're trying to expand this worldwide and be a respected sport. That means you need to change. Things about what you do on your YouTube and your personal page, fine. But that community involvement, that we need to all try to find a way to get along. Stop the bickering and battering. I don't like you because you like that. Well, I don't like you because you said that. Forgive one another. Move on. You know, learn your boundaries. Find ways to make it work. Trust me, like it's not easy, but it's doable. And I'm in a military. A military with a bunch of different religions, a bunch of different cultures, people from all over the world. We join the military and we get along. We find ways to get along. You know, we don't step into certain things at work. And I think maybe in this community we shouldn't do that as well. And I think that would do a big service to the growth of where we could potentially be headed. But we need to freaking look at what's going on right now, and we need to say, enough is enough. Brandon, Adam, shake hands. Enough is enough. Stop that. If you guys are against one another in a competition and you want to trash talk. But at the end of it, shake hands. And it's all good, my man. Things like that. Especially these popular ones. These ones that are on top of all this. They're the ones with all the eyes on them recently. You know, new eyes are going to be looking at Vegas. But what's been going on when they look at these certain people? Because that's where their attention goes. Right? They're the ones with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're the ones on the pages, and they're the ones with everyone talking, and then they see the drama. They see them bickering and battering. Like, that doesn't need to happen. Silas. That's not good. The ones at the top, they're the ones that have to be the best. They got to know they're the ones bringing it in. What you're doing working. You know, YouTube can't be the level or the standard at which you know you're succeeding, because people like drama. People like the news. They want to see the negative stuff. But that's not bringing in new knife throwers. That's not bringing in, you know, more things that are going to advance this to where we want it to go. As high as the freaking Olympics, right? Be really far. Our dreams shouldn't stop in a backyard. That's what I'm saying. Our dreams and what we want to accomplish shouldn't end in a backyard. know what I mean? That's the saying right there. The dreams we have in knife throwing shouldn't stop in someone's backyard. Woo, it's cold. It's the coldest it's been for me. Minus 10, maybe minus 10 degrees Celsius out here right now. My piss is almost freezing as it comes out right now. This is my new playlist. So hopefully I don't get any, I had a few non-copyright soundtracks that were getting blocked. So hopefully the ones that I've selected to go on this don't. Because I'd love to keep it like this. I think I have close to 100 songs. You're staying in here, man. Yeah, you're a dog with fur and a lot of like warmth, man. Come on in here. You're hanging out. You're hanging out with the crew. Don't act cold. I got a heater that I give mommy. I have it on you. The heater's on you over there. Yeah, you're fine. You're totally... He's like that dog on a pillow or in the purse of a princess or whatever. That's this type of dog. He wants to be on a pillow all the time, carried around with him. Just a little pillow, eh, Si? Come with me, a little pillow. Little pillow. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you see, but my dog will give a hug. Come here, son. He'll give a hug. He'll wrap his paws around your leg, and he'll hug you. Hey, buddy boy. Probably because how many hugs I give that dog a day. I probably give him more hugs than my family. We got a bunch of emojis. We got a bunch of yous in the chat. There's a bunch of yous, bro. Alright, let me see. Alright. He's a pretty cute dog, Linda. Well, the thing with it is, Randy, because that's the big change that's coming up. There's not a lot of competition in knife throwing. The ones that want to say they're the best, what's happening in Las Vegas is because the best, they're the ones at competitions for the last 10 years and did really well. I have not been able to make it out to competitions. I've been just a no-spin thrower. If there was a no-spin competition and you wanted to see who the best is in the world, I think we should pick out those people that are the best in the world and bring them together to see who the best is. But that's that right now, the guy who's doing this, Rick, he has an idea of what the competition's about and who's best suited for that competition. So he knows best. He knows. If I'm going to go and show the world my rotational skills, probably not up to par yet. But again, that's not something that is out of reach for me. I'm an athlete. I train at high level. I'm of a small percentage in the Canadian military that can meet a physical fitness standard. Very small percentage can even get there, and I get there regularly without trying. I've been so dedicated in my life for health and fitness, strength and conditioning, everything. So if we had a lot more of these type of me's, even genetics, right, that are better than mine, but with the same type of like routine from a very young childhood, they're going to crush these world champions. They're going to come in here and destroy it. So I hope this Las Vegas thing can welcome a bunch of people in that are seeing the prizes, the money they could be making in this sport and go, because they're going to see some people at this event, they're going to be like, that's not an athlete. That's not an athlete. These people are drinking and smoking every day. Athletes don't do that. People that are at high level, and knife throwing should be a high level. This is a combat, this could be a martial art, this could be like a sport that requires stamina. Like look at a baseball pitcher. Some of the best athletes in the world, the best arms in the world. Knife throwing could be at that level. But the competition, the athletes in the sport right now are embarrassing. And I mean, that might offend people, but at the same time, you can change. I'm facts that you might find, you don't like it. Don't drink. You're an athlete trying to be a competitor at a high level of the best in the world. You're not going to be drinking. You're not going to be smoking. You're not going to be partying and doing drugs. You're going to be having you're going to have a plan of your sleep's going to be perfected. Your workouts are going to be, your diet's going to be, you're going to be working and training to be the best in the world. And if we had 100 of those people, 20 of those people join the knife throwing community and they were going to these competitions, but all year were training properly, like an actual athlete, none of these people that are called 5-time world champion, 2-time world champion would be the champions anymore. I'm sorry to say it, but the other people that take it seriously and then work on their fine-tuning of hand-eye coordination, their arm, their tendons, their ligaments. They're doing the things they need to do, and they're training daily. I don't think I see that. I don't see that much. I don't see that at all. If anything, I don't see it at all. I look at baseball, I look at other throwers, NFL quarterbacks, and I look at their training regimen. I see what they do to perform at that high level. Knife throwing, you get somebody wanting to perform at a high level, like the best throwers in the world. I think you're going to see intense things. Intense, like what we have not seen yet. Right now it's like genetics, and there's people that train and they go, but they're, again, the ones that I see, they're doing all this training, but they're also doing a lot of things that are destroying the brain cells. They're all in pain, they're all hurting, bad backs, bad arms, pain in their joints, their elbows. They're not doing anything to really repair it and help. They take drugs, they take like things that aren't gonna actually fix the problem. So that's what I'm also hoping to see. But if I don't see that, at one point, I'm close to retirement in the military. And I'm going to take my training and I'm going to go to all these competitions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to kill it. I'm going to go to freaking kill it. Just because I'm not going to these ones, I'm not selected. I understand. I get it. I do. I totally understand it. I don't even deserve to go. And I don't think I'm going to even do well at the competition. But that's the big change coming up. I am getting into, because I'm at a point with my no-spin game, it's almost hard to get better. For competition. Yeah, I can get really good at throwing from 12 meters, but I only need to throw at 7 meters. And I can be pretty darn consistent at 7 meters. So at the level, if I was going to a competition, if I had months in advance knowing, I'd be freaking training for that competition, which I have not been doing too much of. I am going to be starting to lay off a lot of the trick shots, and I'm going to go full force into rotational, tomahawk, no spin, and I'm going to go and crush it. I'm going to put what I've done with my no spin game, and I'm going to bring it into my rotational game. I've already done a bunch of rotational. As soon as I pick up the knife for aim games and doing rotational, I was top 10. I got bored after 2 months. But if I'm training for a goal, I don't get bored. Aim games, there was no goal. It was very slow. I'm going to be taking my rotational game. I'm going to make my tomahawk. I'm going to be getting my no spin. I'm going to keep my no spin game where it is. I'm going to throw every day no spin, even if it's for 10 minutes. But there's going to be an hour, 2 hours dedicated to now rotational throwing. And I'm gonna leave it there and let it. I'm not gonna really even share too much of it, other than maybe in my lives we'll do some rotational throwing and we'll hang out. But I'm gonna keep that secret for a bit. Other than you knowing it's going down, how do you know how good I am? I'm gonna show up to some competitions one day. I'm gonna show up. This year might be the last year I do deployments, and I'm gonna be showing up. I'm gonna be showing up. That's all I can say. I'm gonna be showing up. Hello, I'm not here to be friends. Like in sports, you know, that's not exactly what it should be all about anyways. So you can make friends in the sport, but at the end of the day, you're there to win. I'm there to win. I'm not there to make you all like me. I'm there to come in, take the gold, and freaking go home. And then I'm going to go to the next one, take the gold, and go home, if I can. And I don't know when I see people training that anyone's going to be training at my level. That's all I can say. There's more levels than just throwing. There's more things going on behind the scenes than just watching somebody throw. Some people train like in UFC. They go up in mountains so that the oxygen levels are really low. Some people train in very cold climates for certain reasons, like just the air is harder to breathe. So when they do go into an octagon or they go into their arena to compete, everything is easier for them. You know, the amount of thinking to do the right training, to have the right coach, you know, can mean the difference of a winner and of someone who never wins. But I think in my retirement, still young, early 40s, I could take this like arm wrestling. There, you know, Devin Lorette, at 50 years old, maybe one of the best arm wrestlers in the world, still going in his 50s. John Berzink, still going into close to his 60s. Knife throwing, 20 years I plan to just take over. Enough of this backyard, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be bringing a little bit of what Devin Lorette brings to arm wrestling to knife throwing. I'm going to be bringing a little bit of a Devin Lorette personality because I'm military. I have that type of background. I'm very competitive. I got like an alter ego, and it just comes on when I go to compete. It's like you'll meet me outside of the arena, completely different person. Inside the arena, I'm who is that guy? I thought I just met him out there. Totally different. If you notice, I'm not hitting these knives together because I don't want it. So I don't care about groupings. I also don't like ruining my target with a little butthole. You see that a lot. Brandon even recently put a hole in his target. I don't like doing that. So I'm not aiming for one spot. I'm not trying to destroy my target and then I have to get a new target because this little hole has been made. I purposely aim around it, different areas. The first shot normally is going for the bullseye. Then I work around it. That's on purpose. That one, like being a totally, I don't even know, under-rotated knife to the side. And then trying not to hit it. Those are always good ones. Those are always good ones right there. Don't worry, my shorts, I'll still do trick shots. It develops good character. That type of perseverance you see in me, the determination, the will to not give up, that's part of who I am, and it really shows a lot in my trick shots. So I will keep doing those. They're just fun too. They're just fun. But it's like, in any, like Mighty Ducks, take a movie. You know, they're training, they're doing their practices. Then the coach says there's time for some fun. And he grabs that cowboy kid to round everybody up, right? To play a little game. Sometimes you need to have a little bit of a break. And for me, that's trick shots. There's going to be a lot of me throwing though. A lot of me throwing. Because I'm getting ready for competitions. That's the secret. That's the whole big change going on. I don't want to just be a clown. I even looked at myself recently. It's like, yeah, I can do all these trick shots, but I got so much more to offer. I got so much more to give, and I don't want to be remembered as a clown in the trick shot world, doing trick shots. Yeah, I got other things that get blocked out, they get faded out of all the trick shots I do. The being the fastest with 5 knives, being the fastest with 6 knives, no reloading, having the world record throw, you know, the 5,000 throws, all my competitions that I win with precise accuracy. All that stuff just gets washed away in my trick shots because I do so much entertainment and stuff. And I love it and I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, guys, I'm not here to make a YouTube channel so I live off my YouTube channel. I'm here to train, and I was just starting this channel to be like, I want to hang out with people because I'm always alone. And it started to become something that people wanted to hang out and do. So I'm like, wicked, that's a bonus for me. And I've met a lot of great people that have made me enjoy this a lot more. But I can't lose who I am and sometimes I sometimes need somebody to remind me what you're made of. And I don't have anybody doing that for me. I don't have any encouragement or motivation from somebody. I got to do it myself. And that's not a cry of like, give me some sympathy. That's just the reality of it. I don't have people on my corner rooting me on, wanting me to freaking take my skill to higher levels and do something big, you know. So I got to do it for myself, and that's the big change coming up right now. There's just more to what I want. And my goals now are to become a winner in every atmosphere there could be. I'm just in every aspect of the sport. I don't want to be a trick shot guy all the time, and I will be, and I'm going to be able to be one of the best trick shot guys because I'm going to take that into throwing. I can be the best trick shot guy around, and all the things I do people can't do because that's the level I'm at. There's a level, and I'm now going to take that into the competition arena. And I can't wait to throw in competitions because they have great weather in those areas. Oh, they got rain? Oh, it's raining? Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, that's sick. What is it? Plus 20 degrees? That's my jam, man. You get this fire going, guys. I know I'm probably not, giving you guys the best entertainment tonight, but I needed, again, my channel to be able to voice stuff. If I go and type it on Facebook, everyone just takes it the wrong way. They tell me, put on your rose sunglasses, like Brandon said. It's like, man, you all read this wrong. If you really don't get it, I hate typing things now. I really stay away from it all. I did my last one the other day about this Vegas, my little take on it, and I learned a lot. So I'm glad I actually did the post, and because I did it in a different light, because everyone takes things the wrong way from me on Facebook. I'm like, I had a whole first paragraph, please don't think this, and this, because I'm not talking about it to start drama or to get people to freaking, see this in the wrong light that I'm coming to bring it. So that helped. But, I need to be able to let it out. I not having a friend who likes knife throwing or someone I can sit down with and talk knives all the time with, that doesn't do good for your mental health. So my mental health is a lot better doing these lives with you guys, seeing your comments of encouragement, people like James who I built a relationship, we chat throughout the entire week, not even knife throwing related stuff, just being bros is very healthy for my mental state. As far as I'm concerned, I've gotten by because of God, the only reason, because I've been so alone, man. My job, I'm the only meteorologist, so every place I go, every ship, every deployment, I'm alone. There's no one I'm there to, I have to meet new people, but they all have their groups, they all have their trades that they're friends with, and I'm just alone. I go into a room on my computer and I just sit there and nobody even says hi to you sometimes. You get days where it's you might have 4 people say, hey, good morning. That's crazy to go about your day every day. No one talks to you. No one cares. If I went overboard, if I fell, the Met Tech's the worst one to go overboard. No one would be checking up on the person for hours. They wouldn't know. Maybe days until the next brief and they need the weather. above that one. I'm throwing on a side, so I think that's why my knives are doing that a couple times. Straight on, right, with the target. I'm over here a little bit with you guys. So I'm just slightly off, and I think that's why. If I go here, because I normally actually am over here when I throw. Slight adjustment. There we go. This one will be good. But I've trained on all angles. Not always just like those people straight on. You know, when it comes to throwing no spin, my competition no spin, I am going to be the way I train. I'm not going to change it up for competitions. The line's there, I'm probably going to be bouncing a little bit, and I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to stay on the line. Go back a little bit. I'm going to be moving, keeping loose. I'm not going to get all locked up. That's not my style. Other people can do well that. And I'm going to deal on my thing, and I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to stay on the line. And I'm going to move back again to my other line. You know, feel my grouping, see my thing, feel loose. Don't let the nerves get to you, kind of shake it out. And then, boom. And I recently have softwood. I rarely missed on softwood because it's softwood. For over 5 years, over 6 years, I just had hardwood. And competitions don't have hardwood. So, you know, I don't think I can do a perfect score ever. But to never drop a knife, there's a possibility there. I just might have the odd ball, you know, go higher at 7 meters. But again, if I'm going to competition, I don't need to train at 3, 4, 5, 6 meters. I'm going to be throwing every day, 2 hours a day, if not more, 7 meters, nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. I don't need any more. I can do this, like, it's just so easy to throw at the beginning distances. I don't need to train there anymore. All I would do is 7 meters so that I can get bullseyes from 7 meters every day. I would touch at 6, and then I would maybe spend maybe a half hour at 6, and then I would spend 2 hours, an hour and a half at 7 meters. Because at competitions, it doesn't matter if you have a perfect throw. As long as that tip is in the target, you're good to go. Zorro. You're good to go. But I'm going to be taking my channel to the lives. I'm going to be showing it, to the competitions. I'm going to be taking you guys with me through the journey. There's going to be that's the thing with the channel too. It's always going to be changing. There's always going to be things going on that it's not going to be the same thing over and over as you might see in the other channels. I'm always looking to do more. I'm that guy, man. That's the way my brain is. I'm not suppressed by depression or suppressed by drugs or alcohol. And I got energy. As long as God is giving me health, then I'm going to be pushing. It's up to what God wants. At the end of the day, I can only do what He allows me to do, and I'm going to give Him the glory all along the way. I don't care if you don't like me. If I'm at the competitions like UFC, and the first thing I'm going to say when I win is because I can win is because of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the way it does in wrestling, UFC, all those sports, they do it. And that's the same thing that's going to happen there. One of the best things I've done, it was weird because shortly after I got into knife throwing, I got into arm wrestling, and then I found out I couldn't do both at once. Like, I couldn't actually go to, like, competitions in arm wrestling, because when I did, I would be, like, sore for a week and I wouldn't be able to throw. But that was the best thing. I don't know where it came from. It's honestly like a gift from God. They, like, kind of find out arm wrestling, because not many people do. It's very small, like knife throwing. But it took my game, my arm, the therapy, the repairing, the strength, my forearm, all that training I do every day now for 4 years, every day. And it's like, again, who's doing arm wrestling training and knife throwing every day? That's taking my game to another level. And I'm not there pushing crazy weights. Like, I do a very therapeutic endurance type of like weights. I don't do heavy. There's a difference. If you want to do heavy, like PRs once a year, you know, to see maybe where you're at. Trying to get them all in the bullseye without touching. The two in there. That's what I mean. Like, you got your 5 points, you got 4 points, 3 points. Like, I would love, well, I'm going to be getting it. Once I get serious, I'm going to be getting those targets. Like, you can paint them. You can actually get the competition points actually on your target. John Wick, man, it's been a while. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. We were talking. Yeah, it's funny, you know, we're just a channel. We're just some peeps hanging out, throwing knives, but we're all talking about you. Almost several lives in a row. Like, where's John Wick? We love it when you stop in, say hi. Good to see you, man. Really good to see you. I have something for you. I've been even meaning to like reach out. I was telling people when we were talking about you because we haven't seen you in a while. I was like, I'm gonna reach out to him because I got something to send you. So I do already have your email. And I need your shipping address. Nothing on you, man. This is just a gift for you. So if you get an email, that's where it's coming from. Scott Brew, good to see you too, man. My OGs. Linda's back in the house. Good to see you all. We're doing a lot of throwing, guys. You want to see a trick shot? Let me know in the chat what you're thinking. I've almost done everything, and that was what I set out to do. Pretty much every trick shot I've done, I wanted to do live, and I've pretty close to accomplished that. So I'm very happy to do that, but I'm getting into a serious competition regime. I'm going to be going from my no spin now to rotational throwing, and even into tomahawks. I'm going to be focusing first on just rotational, going into my 3 to 7 meters, and I'm going to be doing that for years. So I might have a year or two before I can even go to a competition. I'm starting now. I'm not procrastinating this and pushing it off. I'm starting now, and I'm getting the balls rolling, and I'm figuring things out. I already know how, right? I've already done it. I already know how. I just gotta get certain knives now because I have all no-spin knives. I have the bootlegger that I really like doing for rotational, so I'm gonna be starting with the bootleggers. But I got Bill Page, Griffins, I got the One for All. I got a bunch of rotational knives. The Matador, I believe it is, by Joseph Guerra. So I'm going to be getting a few rotational throwers made by Nobody Knifeworks. And as soon as I kind of figure out exactly where I want and what I want, it might take me a few sets of knives to really narrow down exactly what I like. But from what I have, I can figure out at least a good start of what I want. So I don't have to worry too much about half spin. Half spin isn't in competitions. So it's all about rotational throwing right now. Who would have thought, right? But there's some money involved. There's some things involved. They're up for grabs. They're up for grabs. Why would I not take advantage of that if God's blessed me with a skill of throwing? I got an advantage on a lot of people, if not everybody right now, because of just the way I train and who I am, what I've done in my life. I got this. I take all my haters and it fuels me. It fuels me to just do more training. So this is just going to be a great journey, I think. I'm really excited about it. I'm very excited about it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go back to this one. Oh. I'm very excited. I'm pumped. Like, don't get me wrong in everything I've said. I'm just very excited. 3 a.m. 5 cool. Man, who'd you get? 3 a.m. You're such a nice guy, man. A whole bunch of people that are new. Let's go. Throw some love in the chat for 3 a.m. Giving him a salute. A Canadian brother, homie. I appreciate you, man. Super. The best way to support my channel is through gifted memberships. I don't ask. It's you know, I do have my Zeus. We have, I forgot to tell you guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots available for the Zeus. I cleaned them off. They're like new. They're better than new. So there's 3 of these by Nobody Knifeworks. These are the Zeus. It's his version of the lightning bolt. It's $15 a spot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots available for these. And you'll never have a giveaway with the Zeuses on this channel unless he makes these again, but these are the originals. There's a fuller down the spine here. So you got your trigger. It's got a nice fuller to slide, to keep your finger in control of the knife when you push it for no spin. Good for half spin. I can't believe it. Like, these are hot. My heat conducted. When I picked those up, it sucked all the heat out of my hand. Frozen. But yes, we're doing that. So if you want a chance to win those knives, 5 spots available on the wheeler. We have a bunch of people up there already. Scott Brew, Killswitch, Andy Loplinks. Hunter's on there because Killswitch is the man and bought him some spots. James Mitchell's up there because of Killswitch. We got Lex Boom up there. So 5 spots available to win those. And I'll have them shipped out to you tomorrow before the snowstorm comes. Otherwise, the best way to support me, because that's a way to give to you guys. I'm losing money in that. $15 a spot plus shipping. I'm losing money on those. Best way to support me is through gifted memberships. 3 a.m. just displayed that. Thank you again, man, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Alright, for 3 a.m., let's get a can pin here. I know. I'm always like, can pins is a way to make you better at trading too. You want to hit a moving target, you're just going to be better overall anyways. Yo! That's why it's like, huh? That's why I'm saying. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's why I'm saying, guys, I'm going over to rotation. I don't think I can lose what I've gained right now anymore. My no-spin game is going to stay where it's at. I'm just going to get my game of rotation up to the same level. And that's going to be awesome. Hunter Keen with the donation. Hunter, you do $5 more, my brother. You get a spot on the wheel. Thank you so much for that, man. Hunter, man, you've been such a good guy on the channel. I'm just so glad to have people like you, Hunter, stick around with me. I know you guys bounce around to other channels and stuff, but having you guys here as well, sticking with me, has been a pleasure. It's been really, really a big blessing for me. So thank you, Hunter. So guys, like I said, Hunter, if you want just a $5 more, if you can, for $4.99, boom, you got a spot. You want what spot available? We got 3, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So you get to pick a spot there, my man. Oh, 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 a.m. Because you did the gifted membership. Yeah, you get them too. I'm getting new to that, 3 a.m. I'm new to that. Tell me the spot you want, 3 a.m. Because 5 gifted memberships, you're going to have to tell me again what that is, if that's 2 spots or if that's 1 spot. How much you paid for 5 gifted memberships? Is that $30? Hunter Keen wants 12. I'm sure 3 a.m. is going to be okay with that. Hunter's going on the board. Thank you, Hunter. Because of Lex and I working together, love that guy. Hunter's brother won the first place prize at the Christmas giveaway we have. So it's on its way to Hunter right now. I believe his brother's giving it to Hunter because it's his birthday, the beginning of March. So his brother's going to get it, and he's going to say, here you go, happy birthday. Sorry, did I miss that, 3 a.m.? Just want to see if you wrote the spots you want. 3 a.m., just let me go. Let me know about the spots, and then, yeah, we just have 2 spots available, because I believe that was 5 gifted memberships, that's 2 spots. You just let me know, brother. And then I'll get back into... I can't believe I hit that can pin right away, too. My fingers are frozen, and to be able to do that. What spots are left? We got 3, 6, 8, and 10. Best, you guys can buy spots on the wheel through gifted memberships. Gifted memberships is, again, the best way to support me. I'll take gifted memberships and get you a spot on the wheel as well, if that's what you want. And we got 3, a set of 3 coming your way. They're super nice to throw. I'll throw them for you, 3 and 6. You got it, buddy. There you are. So we got 8 and 10 left. And we will spin this wheel, and I'll get those knives out to the winner. That almost landed, too. We gotta flip the chair every time. Those types of signature things we do on the channel, that ain't going anywhere. Don't you worry. But these are the Zeus by Nobody Knifeworks. And this is how they throw. Super good. Oh yeah, that's a nice one too. Nice and centered in the can. I like the centered in the can. That means you're on point. And you can pin a can many different ways. It's not like a ring. You can't gift members. I don't know why, man. I'm not the best with that. You should be able to. It should be right there in the super chat. All right, here we go. Just so you guys can see it. I polished them up today. Polished the tips. Oh man, the tips are aggressive. If you guys can see these things. Let me see if the light catches it. It's a styling knife. This is his first. Like, he got a lot better, but there's a fuller right in there. Just enough to really, like, give you that extra control. Oh, man. This could be a deadly knife. It's got a lot of potential. If you put a blade here, right? Even a blade on the top part here and here. Because, like, you got a guard. So you got a good grip. And you're not going to slide into the blade that way. You have a thumb here to choke up and get some work done. Like, there's potential on this. I should reach out to him and say, don't let this go. This is a nice knife. And it throws really well. Like, really well. When it comes to no spin, I could take something like this to competition, I think, win. I could take the, like, I would love to not just have one set of knives. I would love to have my lightning bolt, which I have another one here ready to go to someone here on the channel. I think we'll see about raffling this one off, or I might just give this one to the members for free. But I'd love to take that to competitions and win. I'd like to take the Zeus and win. The Iron Tears and win. Of course, the Tortos. They'll probably be the first one I take. Very aggressive tip on these. Very aggressive tip. But these things are phenomenal at throwing, guys. I won't throw it to the point where I miss them. But you can see right there. No problem at all. $3 a.m. Thank you so much for all your help, man. I noticed you helped out Hunter in the chat the other day. So, Hunter, yeah, thank you guys. 3 a.m. Yeah, I don't know, 3 a.m. If you're willing to, as the channel grows, I don't need any more help. But at the same time, I would love for you to be my next moderator. If you're willing to do something like that and help out James in the chat. Because I'm not getting my wife as much, especially I get her in the summer, probably a little bit of the fall, but the weather's sucky, so I'm not going to keep her out here. The last house, I had my setup down in the basement, and I had up to 8 meters. It was that's where I got good. I was able to train in Canada all year round, no matter what, up to 8 meters. So that's why I got really good fast. I wasn't limited to the weather and not able to train throughout the years. Now I'm struggling, but I'm still doing it. You know, I'm still doing it. All right, let's throw a couple more of these bad boys. Good. Oh. There's something about the steel and the patina nobody has. The release feels so smooth.
Weatherman's here, bringing fear. Flannel shirt, flying maple leaf on the chest. Now spinning in the air, aiming straight for the
Oh, bullseye. It's just cannons.
Oh. Target on lock, bullseye's my zone. Haters ducking cover when I step in the stone.
I'd be at these competitions, like right now, competitions are in people's backyards. Like, I'd be there, like, eating asparagus. I'd have my eggs, you know, I'd have steaks and chicken. I'd bring a cooler of all the best foods. I'd have all the things you need to compete at these long events. They take days, right? So I'd have to train according because they're not like other sports where you can go just for 2 hours. And then your game's a week later or something, right?
North winds howl and the blades my reply. You're about to get split like you seen on the fly. My aim is that
Sweet.
carving through the
Chaos like snow on the street.
Grizzly in the stands, polar bear
With
in
an
the
aim.
every flick of the wrist turns your sweat
Into shame.
Got my Parker on tight with a tote to match. Knives raining from the heavens, I'm untouchable catch.
Yeah. Just throw on this log round so I got a little more wood. Because I'm not going anywhere here. We're going to do a little bit of rotation here too. I'm going to show you guys what's up. I'm just going to use this and get the fire going. Yeah. Good. Yeah. 2 spots left on the wheel. I got my stuff charging finally. Got a little warmer. Or at least I brought it inside. I think when you're charging from dead, it doesn't work so well. But when you got a little bit of battery life, it works. I know. So I'm almost like I have a lot of Pokemon stuff. I was willing to maybe put stuff aside. I got 1 box. I think it's $2,500 this thing. Like that's one sealed thing I have. And I was gonna sell a few and get a really like the best computer for streaming. Not gaming, so I don't even have to spend crazy amounts, but I'm gonna have the best everything for my streaming capabilities. And I think having that will be, because even Mr. Beast came out with like this laptop that is just like a computer with the desktop, the tower, because towers are always going to be able to hold more than a laptop. But this new laptop's coming out, and it's freaking awesome. He used it for one of his recent things with Minecraft. So if I could do the same thing with a laptop, then I can carry it outdoors, indoors. But because right now in the cold, I would have it out here. But I don't want to hurt a $10,000, $5,000 computer system, having it from cold to warm and maybe fry something. I've tried all the. Is that an app? StreamYard? Is that an app? Because for me right now outside, these third-party apps, they hurt my signal. I have right now, I think, close to 1080p or 720. I think it's 1080p. As soon as I get a third-party app, it goes to 720. Oh, yeah, rotation. I love no spin. I love me some no spin. Let's do these. Even these are legit for rotation. I wouldn't mind training with something not so good right off the bat. I wonder what my other one is. I had 3 of these. Did I give one away? Did I give one of my bootleggers away? I shouldn't. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm missing a bootlegger. I might have given it away. I'm gonna warm these up though. They're freezing. So rotational throwing. Rotational knives are always gonna be bigger. I love the end here. It's an Ace Jet. I don't even know what these are called. They're a spinner. They're nice. I won them for free. I got them. So for rotational throwing, you got to be able to have a good grip at the handle, because as you move to 4 meters, you're going to have a full rotation and a half. So you're going to have a nice grip on the handle as well. And then when you go to 5 meters, you switch and you got 2 spin. 6 meters, 2.5 spin. 3 meters, 3 spin. So you need to have a good, comfortable grip both ways, whether you're holding the blade or the spine, the back of the knife. You want to have a comfortable grip. These ones do that for me. Normally rotational knives too are, I'd say 12 inches long and more. I'd probably say comfort range that I've seen, 12 to 16 inches long. Right around there is a nice sweet spot that people like. So we'll just get into the groove and we'll go 3, 4, and then we'll try 5. So just getting in my groove, like I've not thrown rotation in a while. Boom. So a lot of the rotational throwing that I've taken note of that works really well comes from the sole thrower. And it's like my no spin, but because your rotation, you can go up more, but it's the same thing. And I like holding this arm. So you can dial in without tiring the arm out at all. You hold it up, like you're propping up your rifle at the barrel. Lock in, pull back, and then throw. And it's a very consistent, it's small movements, so you can be more consistent. So I really like that a lot. And that's kind of how, it's not much of a difference. Not much of a difference at all. That's where I'm going with it. If you're wondering why I'm doing what I do, and I'm like, I'll bullseye that. I'll bullseye that. I'm going to be bringing my game for rotation. It's going to be a much different. Because I started off knife throwing combat. Combat was the reason. Then I realized I had a really nice skill. I didn't know at first. I just wanted to be lethal with a knife. That's what I wanted. I wanted to just be able to use it. I use knives already. I wanted to be able to use it fully. Throwing it now is part of that. Then I realized I had a skill. But when it comes to rotation, where I'm going with this is I'm not training for combat rotational. I am strictly for competition. My combat throw is a no-spin throw. It's the most powerful. I'm sure I could work out a freaking powerful rotation too, but I'm not. My no-spin game, that's what I need. I don't need to change that up. I'm not going to need to change. The instinctive aspect of no-spin is the best for combat. I don't need to know my distance, and I don't need to I gotta hold it down here or up here when I'm throwing, because it changes as you move. It changes as you move back. Whether you put your thumb on the spine to slow the rotation down, or you move your hand up to throw. It all slows the rotation down, and you got to do it as you move back. You can't grip the knife in the same spot and move back. You just can't. You might be able to throw rotational with the index finger and push, and then push some more as you move back, which I see Brandon doing that, but that becomes more not so for competition. I think that's more just for enjoyment, to be able to throw things different ways. But I don't see anything advantage of that. So for me, I'm going to learn just the normal way, and I'm going to probably take a nice handshake grip, work with that. I don't like this in the way because I can't move up as much as I want to throw. So we'll see how much that gets in the way, but right away I don't like that for rotational training. So we'll see how it works for this, and then I'll go from there. But I'll probably use my thumb a little bit as well as I move back, and I'll just work with my thumb and my handshake grip. bat, rotation is so much more easy. It's just keep the same movements, grip the knife in the same spot, and you're gonna have a perfect stick every time. Lot less room for error when it comes to rotational throwing. Lot less. This has a little like leather scale. So when I do handshake grip, my thumb rests, my palm kind of rests around it, and it's very comfortable. Don't necessarily need that. We'll see how I like it though as I move back. How my hands are when they're sweaty. All those types of things I want to take into account. Like if it's nice in the cold, it's because my hands are very slippery in the cold. They don't got a lot of friction added that resists it. The resistance of the friction. This will take me some time here. So that's why I think a longer knife, like 16 inches, is very common. 14, 16. You'll get more distance, and you'll be, because I have to pinch at 4 meters pretty low. So with a longer knife, you're going to be able to have more grip, and you're going to want more grip as you move back. It's just going to give you more control and more accuracy. So I think with these being, I think these are about 12. These are 12 inches long. They're like the minimum for rotation. Right off the bat, I'm going to get a set from Nobody, and I'm going to get it right around 15. So if these are 12, maybe 14, maybe 14 and a half. Every little bit will matter. So I think I'll start off with about 14, 14 and a half. And I'll make it a very similar to this without the bulge here. I like that grip. So when you have different shapes, if you grip it this way, you're going to get a different throw. If you grip it this way, same area, you're going to have a different, because this curve here doesn't restrict it. When you throw, it comes out your hand real easy. When you flip it around, it's almost like a little bit of a curve, and that's going to add more rotation when you let go. Like, as sad as people maybe don't want this to, like, it's not rocket science throwing knives. It's just, there's not a lot of competition for it. So that's why a lot of people have a hard time learning. There's not a lot of people in it. Oh my goodness, John Wick. John Wick in the house. You got the last 2 spots. Let's spin the wheel. John Wick going for the Zeus's. Thank you, John Wick. I've missed you, my man. Thank you for that. Oh, that's why I think of things like that, man. You guys that have been around and have hung out with me has been super nice to me. I'm a gifting guy. I like to give stuff away, man. I like to give. Hey, there's more joy in giving than there is receiving. John Wick on the board. What a pleasure it is to write your name, John freaking Wick. Boom. All right, guys, I'll spin this. The wheel's there. Y'all can see it. I'll move it up just a little bit more. See how that looks. I'll spin the wheel. Whoever wins, all you got to do, if you haven't won before, is take a screenshot, of your name. Send me that in my email, as an email along with your shipping address, and then I'll be able to send these off tomorrow. And I pay for the shipping. I pay for the handling, import fees, whatever your country has. I'll cover it. And I'll also get a tracking number so you can see that it was sent, be comforted right away, not any guessing, like did he even send it, what's going on, and then you can have your tracking number for free as well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for filling the wheel today and get this done. So this is for the... oh, I'm going to miss these. These are nice. These are really nice to throw. I just threw them today again, and I realized these are really nice. I cleaned them off today, so they're like new again. Even better. The very aggressive tip. I always change the tip. So when you get these, they're almost needle point. If you're throwing outside and you got grass, there's going to be no problem. If you got concrete, you're going to might need to sharpen this every time you miss. But I love a sharp tip, and it penetrates better. You get better sticks, especially for hardwood. You're going to get a better stick with a nice pointy tip. Like this is super pointy. Like you'll see it, whoever wins this. Super freaking pointy. Thank you again, John Wick. All right, guys. Yeah, the wife's inside. She's not feeling too good. She's inside. Reliable Randy. Of course everybody wants the wife around. The smoking hot wife. All right, guys. I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to try to give it a couple spins so that it's just different and it's not going to like turn 3 times. We're going to start. Let's start at number 4. And we're just going to roll. Thank you, everybody, again. I'll mention again what to do if you're new and help you out to try to get this sent to you tomorrow as soon as possible. I can't thank you guys enough for this stuff. This is my way of giving back to you. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. There we go. That little double spin. Killswitch, brother! Killswitch is on fire! You guys see that, eh? Killswitch. Yeah, you can see it. I see it on there. Congratulations, Killswitch. I already have your email and everything, so I'm pretty sure I can just get your address and mail that off to you tomorrow without any help from you. Congratulations, brother. Thank you, everyone else, for playing. Sorry you all can't win, but my channel's not too big, so there's many opportunities coming. As soon as I get some extra cash this year, I'm getting a lot of knives to be able to give to my members. I want to give back to members at least a couple times a month, at least 1 to 2 times a month at least. That's the plan. And if you're a member and there's not a lot of people here, then you're going to have a lot of opportunity to win. And for the members, they're not going to have to pay anything. All the members are going to be able to win knives for free. I'm never gonna do raffles and stuff like that for my members. My members are they're just gonna rock it. They're just gonna get this stuff. Let's throw a couple more times. Rotational, 4 meters. Well, I was at 5 meters there, eh? No, that's okay. 4 meters is about right here. Beautiful. That's why I was pinching so much. I was close to 5 meters there. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, man! Rotation? If you're being a no-spin thrower for over 6 years and then you start throwing rotational, you're like, yo, that's so easy. That's so easy. Oh, boy. All these people acting like they're pros. Get out of here! The coolest Weatherman's coming! These amateur throws, you just got to go from 2 meters to 5 meters. Like, if I start off amateur, because I think in the competitions when you go, you pay. So whether you want to pay for amateur or you want to pay for professional, it's up to you. I don't think I'd go and pay for the amateur at the beginning. No, I go right to pro. So that's why you train. This is a total different body movement for me. For rotational throwing, this isn't as natural. I think this is a very good way to be accurate, and that's why I want to go that way. Because technically, I want to throw it like a baseball too. I kind of want to I'm a pitcher, looking for that strike zone. And I might play around with it. I might, because that's going to be very similar body mechanics to how I throw no spin. But right now, I feel like this could be the best, so if I start off this way, I like starting off the best way possible. I like to zero in the best I can at the beginning, so I make minimal error, and I don't build any bad habits. So I'm either going to be throwing like this, like just dialed in, right? And then you go back, and then you throw.
I think that's very good. It's very good. Otherwise, I'd kind of just be like my nose spin. Loose at the plate, and then I'd, boom, throw it like a baseball. So like there's two ways I want to go about this, and that's about it. Even if I can do it this way. It's going to change up my rotation, right? So I'm going to have to dial in. But with rotation, the more you move, the more you got to be precise. You have to have your foot on the line. You have to follow through the same amount of time. You have to lean forward the exact same time. You can't change things up much. So I think the smallest movements, that's necessary to be one of the best. You want to be rocking, more room for error. You got to release at that same area, same spot from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meters. I'm going to be practicing with these poopy knives. So for myself, knives, having the wrong knives, you can set up some bad habits. So I'm not going to be playing with these too much because I'm taking this serious and I don't want to rush anything. Patience is super important when you want to be really good at something. So I'm not going to rush it, but right off the bat, I don't like them. I wouldn't want to train with these for a competition. I could do it, but it's going to take longer and I'll probably develop bad habits. And if I get something else, I will see how much easier it is. I want more to grip. I got bigger hands. I want more, thicker. I don't want little points. I want a thicker handle. I want it very similar on both ends. I want it center balanced. Very synchronized. Either end. I want synchronized. I think that's going to be the best bet at the beginning. I'll show you more of what I'm thinking. But this again too, it's not so much synchronized. This is the Matador by Joseph Dara he gifted me. So I love that handle, but then it's more thick here. So it's different. You know, I want it almost feeling the same. So if I'm at 3 meters and then I'm at 4 meters, there's not much change in the feel. See, understanding where I need to hold the knife at the distance already, I'm at an advantage. I'm ahead of the game right now for beginning rotational throwing. I've done it a fair amount too, so I'm not a beginner. I got the knowledge of almost like a pro. I just got to put that into work in hours. That's the next step for me. 26 likes, let's go! The most underrated knife thrower in the world! Not much stepping. Again, with rotational throwing, the least you can move, the better. Because rotation is all, what do they call it? I think it's conventional. It has to be set distances. You want to throw as close as possible, because the closer you are, the more accurate you're going to be. So you want to be right on the line if you can, almost leaning over, right? Like you're at 7 meters, but your vision's at 6.5 meters. And your release is almost at 6 meters. Like the less amount of movement. So you don't want to step too much because you might step slightly differently. So the least amount of movement gives you the least amount of error, room for error. So that's why I'm going with this way. Here's my 3 meters. Line up with the bullseye. Cock and throw. Oh. Feels great. I love the tip. This is a nice one too. It's blue steel too, so it almost feels like leather. Like blue steel is nice. You get somebody to do your knives,
and they say, do you want it in blue steel? Get it in blue steel. It's like a nice, like leather feeling patina. Gives you just more grip. But it does not get in the way. And I'm throwing with a jacket. So my shoulder, it's kind of like it's a little bit stiff because my shoulder's tight in here. Killswitch, was he here? Do you guys remember? We love you, Ice. Todzilla in the house. No, okay. I'll reach out to him if he doesn't come back on. Have we even seen Killswitch today? I'm pretty sure at the beginning we did. We always do see him, so I'm kind of just in my head. Killswitch won. Killswitch! Oh boy. Oh boy. It's weird throwing rotational, I tell ya. But I'm bringing it. No more playing games. 4 meters. Okay, that was good. You know your rotations, you get overspun, grip up higher. Throw your thumb on it. You want to slow the rotation down. You're underspun, under-rotated. Grip up, lower. Go lower. Take your thumb away if you have it on there. And then you're going to speed up the rotation. That's all it is. And you want to look at every throw. If you see a miss, or doesn't feel like a good release, don't just like get upset with yourself. Get all emotional or something, or just like, whatever, that's a waste. Every throw isn't a waste. If you look at your throw, look at the mistake you made, calculate that, and then you can make a change, and you'll be better next time. Don't just, every throw it really isn't a waste, because you can learn from every mistake. Oh, so I'm just looking at getting this more spinning. I'm down low. Like I'm gripping just this tip part here at 4 meters. I don't like that. I wonder what length this is. This has got to be close to 14, I would say. Almost 13 and a half. So yeah, this one's close to 14. I would want my knife, I'm thinking 14 and a half. You don't want to pinch. You don't have a lot of control when you're just grabbing a little bit. You don't. Unless you have a small hand. I think also too, you gotta mark your distances off. I know my 3 meters, but my 4 meters, I'm like inches away from the right. If you're 4 inches off, your throw's gonna be off. Yeah. So I'm going to probably make my purchase on my new knives. And I don't like switching up knives when I'm training. When I got good at no spin, I threw the vengeance. I threw that Adam Cheladin's 5-time world champion, took his advice, and I just got good no spin with a nice fat butt of a knife. Handle heavy. And that helped me with all the other knives. Same thing with rotation. I'm not going to want to switch it around. I'm going to want to narrow it down to what generally is the best knife out there with the ones that are the best rotational throwers in the world. And then I'm going to go from there. But one of the 12 best going, and I think he deserves it, is the sole thrower, Marcus per heart. And I'm gonna be doing a lot of copying him. I see him as one of the best styles. Very relaxed, very easy to be consistent, super accurate guy. I think he's going to do very well in Vegas. Everything about the release is different. When I'm so low. Like that's there. That's close to 5 meters. That's what I mean. Like anything under 14 inches long is a challenge for me. So I'm going to want a longer knife. And I'm not really going to throw my Bill Page. I have too much respect for the community. And he's a legend in knife making. And he's a late. He passed away. Thanks, honey. Yeah, maybe we should do some more of those. Dave Keen, good to see you here, man. Yeah, the coolest Weatherman throwing rotationally. What is going on? He's getting his game on. He's taking his knife throwing to new levels. I can be the best thrower. I can be the best no spin thrower right now, and I can move that and shift it and still be one of the best no spin throwers. There's no reason why I can't do that. So I already, it's just like no spin. I think 3, 4, 5, even 6 meters is going to be fairly easy to adapt. 7 meters is going to be that. Oh man, a lot different. It's just like a different feeling at 7. You know, that's where things change up. It's almost like they should go to 8 meters in competition. 3 meters to 8 meters. You know, because like then you get 2 areas of difficulty that really can then take like, depending on how many people are playing, right? Like how close everybody is. The more you have, the more you're gonna have ties. People are collecting the same score. When you have hundreds and hundreds of people throwing in one competition, and they're all high level, because we don't have that right now, so it works. But when you get more people, I think you might have to add in an extra distance. All I think about is having a little longer bit of a knife, like an extra inch or 2, and me having a great time doing this. Because that's the thing, guys. Like, I'll throw rotation, but even at the end of every rotation day I train, I'm going to grab my nose spin knives, and I'm not going to lose it. Oh! Lost it! The way I look at like switching up my game, it's like you're so good with a wrist shot, but then you work on your slap shot for hockey, your backhand, you work on your pass game. There's versatility in sports. So just be a no spin thrower, sure. You're a forward hockey player. You know, you got a really good wrist shot, snap shot. You can get by and be the best hockey player doing that. You know, but you add in more to your game, you're just going to be better. Always have a file on you. That one miss is all it needed to give me a little burst. You just take your file. Not much. Don't crazy go over it, right? Especially if you love your knife and it's so pretty. Yeah, I call them pretty, sexy knives. Just a little bit. Shave it off. Good. That's all you need. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that David? Are you Hunter's brother? Oh! But that's the whole trick that I'm going to be doing. Like, I'm not going to lose my no spin game. I'm not going to throw. Of course, I'm going to be focusing on the rotation, but I'm also going to be throwing no spin every day just to maintain that level. I don't think I need to even bring my no spin game up much more. I don't. I know people say there's always more to learn. Absolutely. But I think we plateau as humans. And I'm close at my no spin game is just, I'm happy with my body mechanics, my distances, my power, my accuracy. I think all I can do is just little improvements on just again, not much, man, not much. When I think about it, not much. I'm reading comments, Hunter. I'm reading. One rule to winning, though, David. You gotta let us know if you hit anything big with. Yes, exactly. There's a Pokemon pack coming. If you got the Mewtwo full art, there's a Mewtwo. I think there's a gold card Mewtwo. There's a full art Mewtwo. Yeah, that's like $800 card. Just raw. You pull that, you go online, and you can sell that $500 in your pocket like that. Quick. That's how crazy Pokemon is, man. It's so intense right now. I just went to a Pokemon convention today with the family, and I got over $877 worth of cards. But I didn't have to spend much. I just traded. I traded so much of some of the collection I had, and I got some of the cards I wanted. Crazy amount of value I got. Hi, Silas, buddy. That's awesome. We got the wheel spun up. That's awesome. If you guys want, we can do another raffle for that other lightning bolt. That's number 25. If you guys want, up to you. You buy some memberships, I'm going to put your name on the wheel. Like, whatever you guys do to support my channel, I'll find a way to get back to you. So if somebody donates, I'm going to throw your name on the wheel, and we're going to start another giveaway for the lightning bolt. Number, yep, 25. Little different, these ones. The grind lines on the top are a little bit more smooth. And then the next ones, I'm going to do a little more straight. I think I was already mentioning that to you guys. But these here, those are Killswitches. Another Canadian boy. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Do all the things. So one other thing too, guys, because I like sharing my journey, especially with my crew, my coolest crew. Rotational throwing. Not going to be doing any trick shots, rotational. No spin's my game. I'm loving it. I'm a no spinner for life. No spin for the freaking win. Rotational throwing is literally strictly for competitions. I'm going to go and try to do the best I can in all categories. Again, tomahawk will probably be my least, but I will know how. You switch it around too, just like rotation. You just flip the blade towards you, and you flip it away from you as you move back. So I'm probably gonna do, just for competitional purposes, rotation. Like, very focused. I do a trick shot, it's gonna be no spin. I've done trick shots rotational. Like, I'll pull my fast draw rotation, and then I'll pull another knife out and do a no spin. I've done many combinations of rotational trick shots and stuff. Maybe I'll do them again, but I focus on no spin for everything. So when it comes to rotation, my training is going to be just for competitions. Not going to worry about hitting a moving target. I'm just going to be worried about hitting the bullseye. That's it. Just worried about hitting the bullseye. Back to no spin, because I don't want to throw too much rotationally. I don't got knives I really want to train with. Whoa. I was looking at my knives as I threw. Sorry about missing some comments, guys. I do the best I can. I talk a lot. You know that.
I don't think it's wrong talking. I mean, I see other lives. That's all they do is chat. That's all they do. I'm not talking just knife throwing. Holy. A little off on that throw. Got my world championship though. You know what happened? The water I put in that target is frozen. No joke. It's a little harder to get them stuck in there. I'm not gonna stop. When you see other people doing lives, like Brandon and Adam, their temperatures are not as cold as mine. They're just not used to the cold. But if it was this cold, I don't think they would be throwing. Let me know if you guys want to know anything. If you want to see any trick shots, my members, you guys can ask me. And I'll almost try to do everything you guys ask. Just so you know. My members got special qualities. Advantages, gifts. Oh, yeah. The jacket is making my arm go out more. All my throws are like coming in from like here. All I see is snow. My snow from my ice. The water that's in here, it's all turning to like snow, frost. But yeah, because my jacket is stiff, I can't come in overhead as much. I'm a little bit off to the side. I can't get that bend. That's what I've noticed. Is Brandon in the house? Brandon is in the house! We're always referring to you, man. Learning from you. You know, you're huge. You're huge everywhere, man. Appreciate you stopping in. You missed it. I don't know how long you've been here, Brandon, but I've announced something. I've announced a little change in a direction I'm going. I don't know if you heard it. Yo, I don't know if you heard it, man. I'm bringing my rotation game up to my no spin game. That's my change. I'm getting things in the works for it. I'm putting some changes into it. It's so cold right now. So cold right now. I'll tell you, I take my jacket off. I do. Let me see how much better this will feel. It's like a work jacket. It's stiff. When you got big shoulders, it's just like everything is kind of tight up here when I wear it. I know, right? Well, with the money, with all the competitions and all that, I'm close to retirement in the military. I'm close. And if I start now, I'm in no rush. Patience is key for my type of training. I'm just going to focus on competition rotational, even tomahawk. But my no spin game is just going to stay up where it's at. I'm not going to lose that. I'm ready for competition with no spin any day. But my rotational game, it needs to get there. So I'm going to put maybe 2 years before I even show up to a competition. I'm just going to put in the time and see where it goes. Oh, it feels so much better. So much better. Having a little jacket on you like that, and it's more stiff in your shoulder, my arm wants to just be more wide. Having my shoulder able to come over top like I like helps. So much more. I like getting down. You with it? Yeah, bro, there's some good throwers going to that place. I would watch out for Soul Thrower. I think he's going to do really well. I think he's got a very good overall game. He's very consistent and very accurate rotational. I know you know that, but I think Soul Thrower Marcus, I think he's going to do very well. Hunter, it's going to be random. I'll show you guys when I do it. I have knives I need to make. So I got one left. So I might do it with this. But with tax returns coming up and stuff, I got knives coming in. So as soon as I get the shipment of what I want to give, it's from JXE JXO. They're also a great sponsor for me. They've been doing a lot for me. So I'm getting a bulk from them. Because I got the Lightnings, they got the Thunders. So we're collabing, and I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways, Lightning and Thunders, through them. So as soon as I can get that bulk order, and I mean tens of hundreds of them, that's when I'm going to start just firing them off to you guys in the memberships. So stay tuned for that. No rush. It's all coming together. Because I'm not rich, man. I'm just one guy, military guy. I got what I can get with money, and I do a lot as much as I can. But I can't just get it all at once. I gotta wait for some payments to come in for when I can do that for you guys. Andy Loplinks. Yeah, man. Again, best way to support my channel is through memberships. But this is the next one, number 25. I've done 25 of these. Super, super cool to be able to say, even at 25 of them around the world, in some of the best knife throwing hands out there. So it's really cool to do that. But anything, I'm always going to give. So best way to support me is through memberships. If you do, I'm going to be giving back to you guys. I'm not asking, I'm just saying if it happens, right? Best way to support me. I'm also going to give you guys stuff too. That's a big thing about YouTube, man. You gotta find ways. Like, people love YouTube, right? The best YouTubers, they give a lot, right? I want to do that as well. I want to be that channel you come on and you get nothing from it. I feel like that's part of YouTube. That's what we want everyone to kind of give back. You're giving to me, I'm giving to you, right? Because at the end of the day, those people that are viewing are making me a little bit of money. Not a lot, cents, but you work to. More you guys give, the more I'm going to give, right? And every channel should do that. All right, let's do another can pin. Because as much as I change my game, I'm always going to go back to my roots. I'm always going to go back to my roots. I was like, I need to get that one in a row. The first one I threw today, right away. Right away. All I wanted to do is do that again. Whoop. I've been doing a lot with the ring. My bet, I mean, sports is this way, right? We're all going to see who's going to win, who's got the best chances, who's going to do the best. You know, I think Brandon and Marcus, there's some good ones in there. You know, I know Aim Games is mingling in with it. I don't think the guys that are focused on just Aim Games are going to do well in it. But Rick knows the type of events he's setting up. So if it's similar to Aim Games, then yeah, those guys are going to do well in those events. Overall throwers, Marcus, Brandon, you know, Hutchinson, some of these guys like Paul, I feel like they're good, but they're very like Pacific. So whatever Rick has in store, right, he knows best and he's selected. But I think the one who might not do the best, Mac, I don't even know how he's on that list. Man, I remember me and Brandon teaching Mac how to throw no spin. We were doing it. Brandon was on a live with him, and we were talking, and I was sending some comments, and Brandon was reading my comments to Mac, and we were teaching him how to throw. Yeah, that time has passed. You know, he's been throwing for almost half a decade now. It's crazy to think, but
I don't know if he has like any wins. Like, has he got any first places? And Brandon, if you're on, let me know. But that's the one I'm like, how? I think Max got a little pickle up my butt. It's the first time I'm talking about him. I've never talked to him before. But I don't know. He shares a lot of like compilations of knife throwers. And he always leaves me out. It's like, yo, man, if you're gonna do fast draw stuff, bro, I've done some fast draw stuff. Why are you leaving me out? Why are you leaving me out, big dog? This can is mangled. I started off with a can that is mangled. I don't usually do, but I'm trying to save my cans because I want to do 100 can pins again. I want to get it under an hour. I keep saying that to you guys. I want to do that again. I'm ready. Remember the last one I did it? I did it with a live edge lightning bolt. This time I would do it with these, the Iron Tears, and every hit would be a hit. You're the reason he was invited. Okay, well that makes a little bit of sense. Oh, he is absolutely an amazing thrower. Yeah. He does have a few wins, eh? I didn't know. In rotation? Because I know he's a little bit of both. I think he might be better at rotational throwing. I know he's an overall good thrower. But I don't know about being one of the best. I don't know. Again, Rick knows, right? And you helped him get into that position. So he does good for the community, too. Again, I've just been shortchanged by him being nice to me. He doesn't care. He reached out to me once, way back. Mac reached out to me and was like, bro, I like your spirituality, that type of thing about me. And he had my back about it. And he's like, I like that you do that. And then he disappeared. He never talked to me again. So I have a lot of respect for him. And they're like, why did you disappear on me, man? Like, what did I do? What's up, my man? Some people do that. I find it weird. Try my best to read comments, guy. Cool. Yes, Andy Lowplinks, he is. Oh, that was a good throw. Because this can's so freaking bent out of shape, it's hard to be like down the center of it. Floating off to the side. Brandon, what do you recommend for the length in a rotational thrower? I'm feeling about 14 inches, 14 and a half inches long. That's what I'm feeling. Like I've been practicing with 12 inch, 13 inches, and it's just, I feel like a little longer is needed. 10% no spin. Well, maybe that will change, but it's the first step, right? It's the first step. You're going to make mistakes, but at the same time, it's a great first step. It's a freaking awesome first step. We're going to have a lot more eyes on this. Who knows where this is going to take it. We need somebody with money. We need somebody doing something to put it out there. And this is what's going on. This is what's going down. 14 inches. That's what I'm feeling too. Man, I don't need to put you on the spot, but if you were to pick a tomahawk from Louis Prince or, man, why am I freaking blanking on his name? He just started making, Larry, would you, like Larry, I've seen make some really nice hawks. So I was like, Louis Prince I was looking at, but I was also looking at Larry. Like if you had to pick between, because I think you've thrown both of their hawks, which one would you pick? Or is it all like personal preference at that point? Because the new one, it's just very small details that are different. I go live a long time, man. I've done my lives just because I throw alone. I don't have many people to hang out with who throw knives. I don't have anybody. So I just go live for a long time just because I'd rather have people to talk to than do what I've been doing for 5 years and throwing in my dojo, talking to myself. And singing. I would always sing to myself too. I don't sing for you guys though. Maybe I have once. I know I've danced. Maybe you guys can get me to sing soon. I know Lewis's stuff is pretty out of this world. I was just cleaning off your 8.5 inches of danger today. I was cleaning them off, and even the way you clean that steel, like there's something. Even I don't know if it's the patina to it or it's just the steel itself, but the surface holds such a good. It just holds really well. I was using a wire brush trying to just clean it off, and it wasn't taken away from the patina. Like this, no scratches. Like it was like just good steel. Yeah, this is offset. Yeah. Yeah, I might start off with the with Larry. I'd like to show him some support too. I bought knives from almost everybody that is out there, that really is showing themselves out there. Just I like to support the community, and I like at the end of the day having something from everyone. I think that's so cool. So I think Larry would be the next guy to do that. Larry would be the next guy I would want, because he's been always a support in my corner. He's always been cool with me. I think everyone says the same thing about him. He's just such a nice guy. What a nonchalant chair flip, eh? Like just no problem, dead bullseye, whatever, just another day. Just another day. This happens so much more than you realize. I think it's, oh boy, guys! It's Brayden's birthday today! Throw some love in the chat for him, man! If you guys throw some love, throw a salute, throw some freaking chair flips. It's Brayden's birthday today. Brayden, I don't know if you know, but Adam Cheladine, his daughter's birthday is today. You guys share the same birthday. I just chucked my knife in excitement because I just remembered. I'm glad I remembered because I wouldn't have liked myself if I didn't remember. Happy birthday, Brandon. What are you, 35 now? 35 years old? This is what I was saying before I got excited there. But the knife goes right into the mouthpiece. It goes in the mouthpiece so much more than you realize. Like, this is the most common thing. This is the most common thing. It really happens like once out of every like 5 times I pin the can. Such a big hole. Let's go for it though. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Brandon. Yo, you big lug, you old man. You're gonna go to Vegas with a crutch and at the line? You throw and your teeth pop out? Okay, kids, have a good night. Oh, you're going live too, man. And my internet looks like it's in and out. It's in and out. Have fun with your 200,000 plus. A happy birthday live. If you guys haven't, check his channel out too. Different vibe, different guy, different stuff. But he's super awesome. I can't not do lives with trick shots. Like, I do want to throw and just throw. That's just the game, but now that I took off my sweater too, I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. Those that are sticking with me, I appreciate you guys more than, like, serious. Hey, how many times have I hit these knives? Right? I want you guys to take note of that. Yeah, so I've seen those saws, man. There's two versions. Do you have the hollow ones? Like the handle's hollow and it's got like paracord. I know they both have paracord wrapped around it, but the other saws I saw have a big fat belly to the tip. Which ones do you have? Don't tell me the name. Just is the ones with the fat belly? If it's it's the ones with the fat belly, because I'll be able to zero in which saws. Because I think they only have two versions that I've seen. Whoa! Oh, let's move it back. Oh man, those are all in the bullseye. Oh, love that. That was cool seeing the big dog popping in. It's the one like the shovel. See, yeah, man. What I would do with those, I would try to like scoop in that tip. If you can grind down that tip just a little bit more. I know you might not want to modify them, but if you have the ability, if you have the tools to do that, I would file down. I would make that tip, that belly, come up more, like a wave on each side. So have that belly come in and up. Otherwise, you know, with the type of knife like that on hardwood, it's hard to get that to stick because that tip is so big. There's not much going on up there with the big ones. It's just the way the knife is made. You know, getting in the knife throwing community, you're not going to see anybody throwing those. Just no one. There's, you know, people that do it are the ones that are learning behind the scenes and not sharing. And I don't want them to make mistakes, but that's a knife that I would recommend going on Amazon and getting like a JXE JXO for $30. Way better. You're gonna have a much better time. These ones, they're called Thunder. They're thicker. They're just better. They're just better than the Sogs, and they're cheap. You're not gonna hurt the bank. You're gonna get $30. You get 2 Big Mac meals, or you can get a set of 3 of these, and you're gonna have like these 8 millimeters thick, super pointy, aggressive tip. You can throw it rotation, you can throw it half spin, you can throw it no spin, and it's just like I couldn't do that with the saw. So at the same time, don't force yourself in with the saws. Don't force yourself with them. If you can just put aside $30 and get yourself the JXE JXO Thunders, you're gonna have a much easier time learning and having a better time sticking your knives, especially if you have hardwood. Because again, a tip like this, that pointy tip is gonna get in a lot better to hardwood, and it's heavier. Sogs are light. It's just not gonna. It's just there's no recommendations other than just bro, that's not gonna work. You can't force something that doesn't work. Don't be crazy and try the same thing expecting different results. Like, it's just not going to work. And I'm a guy that has the most power. I can throw those saws probably as hard as I can at hardwood, and it just won't work. I'm sorry to say that to you, man, but again, there's options available that are super cheap. They're super cheap, man. Post on your market, you know, your saws, sell them for $20, and then put that money towards those JXC JXOs. You might not have the money to buy these more expensive ones. I think these are like $130 for a set of 3 Canadian. I'd recommend these over anything. But for those people that don't want to spend, $30 isn't a lot, right? 120 or 100 or $30, right? $30 is obviously more attractive. So I'd recommend that. These are the knives I'm going to be able to give away to my members. So if you become a member at minimum cost, I'll be giving these away like candy on the channel. I'm going to be getting bulks of these Thunders, and I'm just going to be gifting them away for free. So you can stay tuned for that if you want. Good night, Linda. Thank you for hanging out with us for a bit. Rest up. Take all the rest you need. We're pulling for you and we're here for you. Oh, dead bullseye. It's getting icy. I wasn't wetting my target for a while, and I didn't even want to wet it tonight. Because that whole inch of water absorbs, and then it turns into ice. And it does, the wood doesn't want to open up when your knife comes in. It doesn't. So I aim for those areas you made like a dartboard, right? When you aim in a certain spot over and over and over again, it turns into like a dartboard bristle board almost. It's easier to get in there like that. Oh, I love throwing knives! It's one of those things you can do alone. Having you guys have made it just so much better, but I freaking love it. What's that? Did I miss anything, guys? I'm doing the best I can. What's the best grip for saws? A handshake grip. Like, are you doing no spin, or what type of? How are you throwing those saws? Are you rotational, or are you trying to do no spin? Oh man, you get those. I'm throwing in more heat. Because the target's hard. He's trying no spin. It's kind of iffy on sticking. Those knives, man, it's probably front heavy too. Does he leave the paracord on? I would probably try to take the paracord off. Take the paracord off. That might give you a little bit better of a release. You want it to kind of slide out your hand, but at the same time you want to like push it into the target. But I always recommend push throwing with the center of the balance of the knife. If you have a front heavy knife, your balance point's going to be up here or way down here. It's going to be awkward, and you're not going to be able to get a push. So you're almost going to want to like saucer it in there. And then if it's hardwood, it's just gonna be a tough time. You almost want a hay barrel, or I like the hurricane target for my crossbow. I have that off to the side here. He took it off. Okay, that's probably better. Is the handles hollow? When you took the paracord off, is it hollow handles? I just kind of want to, like, when I get those thunders, I just want to send you some knives. Because I think you're into it. You've definitely been asking a lot of questions about it. I want to get some better knives in your hands. If he's trying to be a no-spin thrower, I want him to get these. Just get those if you can. I'm going to try and hook you up the best I can. It's all he's got. Is he outdoors or indoors? Because if it's indoor, it's going to get very dry, the target, and even probably harder to throw at. That's what I was saying, soak it with water. You'll have more of a chance of like breaking through that hard surface. Outside, is it cold? Because even cold is going to make it more dense. You got cold, is it frozen? Because you're just going to be beating a rock with a... You're going to be stuck in between a hard space and a rock, or whatever that saying is. Like, is it freezing cold, or like at least close to freezing? Yeah, I learned on hardwood, but I also had top dogs. I had really heavy, good knives. My top dog. I modified it since, and I don't throw it much anymore. But this is my top dog. Like, this is what I learned off of. A nice aggressive tip. Yeah, I even put a live edge on this, but I had 3 of these bad boys, 8 millimeters thick. And that, no problem sticking into hardwood. No problem at all. You go on any other channel asking for help with the saws, they're going to tell you the same thing, that they're junk. It's cold. We got snow and ice. Man, that's just impossible then. The targets are just going to, he's going to be frustrated, and I don't want him to get negative about the sport, about throwing knives, because this is just, he's going to get a stick here and there, but I feel for him, man. I'm gonna do the best I can to hook you up with some knives, though. So you hang in there for a bit. I gotta deploy Tuesday, and I'll be back mid February, and then we'll see about when I cash in my taxes and stuff. Maybe the group can come together too, the community, and we can maybe like put a little pile of donations together just for you, and I'll get it quicker. But yeah, if this is for Christian, you guys have reached out to me. You guys have been around for a while, so I have no problem reaching out and hooking you guys up. I appreciate you guys a lot. So I'd like to get some knives in your hands. Let's figure that out. I'll figure that out, man. Hopefully the next month I'll get some knives sent out to you. I'm a man of my word. First thing I'm going to do when I go inside is I'm going to make a note to remind myself, because I want to do this for you. Awesome. Hey, I've seen that for a while now, man. So I'm gonna hook him up. I mean, he's had a rough couple years, right? So I know my channel has helped him, and let's just continue to do that. We're here for each other, man. So I'm gonna do what I can. And just wait till you see the difference. It's gonna be crazy. Actually, you've already emailed me a few times. Make it quicker. Send me tell Christian or yourself. Send me another email with your shipping address, and I can get that out to you sooner that way. I might be able to do it sooner. I might grab something I have and send it to you off. Just because I like to do things for you, and I don't want to procrastinate it. It is. Throwing knives is like therapy. It's super freaking awesome, man. It's changed so many people's lives that, again, knife throwing has a culture. It welcomes in a lot of like outcasts. And outcasts have a hard mental, they've gone through a lot of things mentally. Knife throwing has definitely helped them with their mental state, myself included. God has been my main rock. He's led me to this probably to help me even more. But it's definitely therapeutic, yeah. You just get in the zone, and you can just chuck knives and feel good about yourself. You can feel satisfied. Time goes by. You're burning calories. You're healthy. You're moving. You're not sitting in a chair drinking a bottle of whiskey. You're not playing video games in your house and just like socially awkward because you don't talk and do nothing. You're just sitting in there zoner boner. It's really great, knife throwing. I think it's a great hobby. It's not expensive either. It's like a quest for accuracy, but unlike darts or other accuracy sports, I feel like knife throwing is one of those like maximum satisfying humans, because it's a knife. Like, you're throwing something bullseye, but you're also at the same time saying, that's freaking deadly. Like, that's a killer freaking skill to have. No pun intended. Like, don't take that to the head. Oh, you got that in the leg? Oh, there's a raccoon that just came at me. Not anymore. Not anymore. Oh, you thought I threw away my last weapon? Nope, knife throwers never do. Yeah, you're into knife throwing. I don't know how many people will tell you, don't like when you throw away your own weapon. Like, why you throw it away? First off, it's like saying why you shooting ammunition at somebody. Like, why would you shoot that? Why would you waste your ammunition? It's like, you don't just have one bullet in the chamber. And if you do, you're not going to waste your shot. Knife throwers, yeah, I throw my knives, and then I got another one. Now you're like, okay, what, you're gonna throw that knife back? You're gonna pull it out? You're gonna go find it and pick it up? And I'm just gonna sit there and be like, it's over there, it's over there. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'm just take my time. Take your time, go get it. I think some people just don't have thinking capability of like combat or stuff, Tactical thinking is not for everybody. Yeah, yeah, I remember Adam Cheladine did a little like thing with a guy making crossbows. It was such a cool couple episodes. The guy made a gun, or like a crossbow type gun, and threw knives. It shot knives. Super cool. I think a Russian dude. But yeah, I think we were talking about it before. I was into slingshots for a while. I always admired the David and Goliath story and how a rock and a slingshot, you know, that freaking boom, like so much power in it. Such a killer freaking weapon. It doesn't require much, man. You find a stone in the freaking water, you grab it, go to the river, throw it in your slingshot, and you got yourself dinner. Like without gunpowder, you know, like bow and arrows, spears, but right up there, slingshots. Like those are like some of the most deadly weapons in the beginning. Hope you're all doing good, enjoying your Saturday. Thank you guys, 12 of you hanging out with me. Couldn't be more happy having you guys. I know, I used to watch him too all the time, but he doesn't do the videos like he used to. Hello, my friends. Like, he does lives, shorts, but he's gone away from making his, like, going on a journey with Adam on his skateboard. You know, that's what I like. I was at work for 12-hour shifts, and for when I was done work, I'd sit and watch his videos. I watched everyone's videos, but he's the one, obviously, with the most subscribers. He's the one that put the most time and did it the right way at the beginning. So he's on top with the YouTube game, and that's what draws a lot of people into knife throwing, is seeing his stuff. I also want to be that too. I'm trying to, like, I have a lot of videos. I know Flying Dagger was going through, and he's like, I stumbled upon a gem. I try to do similar, my own style, but entertaining, fun and cool. We need that. We need that Adam Cheladine type of videos. It's cool doing lives, because I'm a loner. I love being with you guys and hanging out, but it's also fun making videos. I have a bunch coming. I'm going to post my full video of the Arctic combat. My members just got the preview, so there's more than double of that. I think it was 2 minutes in the preview. There's like 6-minute video coming on that. And then I got another long format video coming too, which I'm really excited to get that one out to you guys. I got a lot of stuff. I always like save it because I go on deployments, and then I'm able to like dish out a whole lot of good stuff, and I'm not even home. I'm out to sea, out in the middle of the ocean. You guys hear Silas snoring? He's got a good vibration going right now. Alright, I got something new. Because I'm getting into my rotational game. Let's grab this bad boy that I started off with. No, let's get the Joseph Guerra and/or blue steel can pin 3 meters. Right here. Oh! Whoa! It's gonna take time. So I'm putting 2 years of focus on this. Yeah, you know, smaller knives for rotation, you gotta pinch really low. It's weird. I don't like it. And that's why a longer knife is better. You pinch, you get a good stick. You need to give it time to rotate. And the handshake grip is the best way to get it to rotate. Put your thumb on there, it slows it down, the rotation. So you got, this is it right here, right? Like a little pinch. Some people literally pinch. Like 2-finger pinch. That's too little of contact to give you control. You're not gonna be as accurate. You're not gonna be good, but you're not gonna be the best. I know, James, I got a new guy. I tried getting a whole system to make my own t-shirts, and I'm not doing that good with it. But I did try to do it myself, because the person that was making my t-shirts sucked. They just weren't cooperating with me. They were totally doing whatever they wanted to do. Not even like going through with me. Not someone I want to work with. Found somebody now, so I've sent out 5 t-shirts for him to make. We're going to see how they come back. And hopefully I can get, this guy lives right around the corner from me. Hopefully he can make my t-shirts the way I want them, and then I can get them out to you guys. But the coolest crew is definitely happening, yes. I love the coolest crew. It came to me on a live. I wasn't even thinking about it. It just came to me. I was like, that works. This is the freaking coolest crew right here. Yeah, we are. All right, rotation cam pin. Here we go. It's such a weird toss. Oh, bullseye! This Manador flies through the air. It's super, like, I think it's 3 millimeters thick. Like, it's not, they're totally different knives for rotation. Totally different grips. It's such a different game. Different beast. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Not just like mods, first dibs. And then members. Because the members are the legit coolest crew. And then the subscribers. But the members, like, you're the coolest crew right there. Cut that open. Only a rotation knife will stick sideways. Not even the tip. The tip wasn't even in. Oh, it's so silly. Everything changes with the rotation. When you throw a can, it speeds up the rotation, I feel like. Alright. That's crazy. It cut it right in half. That's crazy. But again, I'm not going to do trick shots rotation. And then where am I at right now? I'm doing trick shots rotation. Just once. Just once. But see, that changes when I throw the can. That perfect throw changes when I throw the can. You got like a momentum. It changes things up. Such a weird thing. Freaking rotational. I'm like, no. This is what I said to myself. No. Nope. No. That will develop bad habits. Right? Not in it to lose. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing my rotation just to win competitions. I ain't, nope. No. No chance. You want to see a can pin? We go no spin, baby. No. Tell myself that. I already said it to myself. You're not doing trick shot rotation. No spin all day, baby. Quickly fix that. Quickly fix that. He'll do it again. Yeah, I'm sure I will. Maybe a different knife. That was not working. That was not working there. Let's see if that was a better choice. This one here. Like, I don't want to learn how to throw rotationally with a trick shot, because that's not the same. Look, it sticks, but then it won't stick when I throw the can. Figure it out. If I can just set it up where I don't move my body, that might work. There we go, watch. Yeah, see, there we go. You almost rush to throw two to hit the can, right? Absolutely freaking crazy. And then what? Same place, no can. Figure that out. I've done it before. Can pins rotationally, like axes. None of it makes sense, man. That's why I hate rotation. I don't want to hate it. Because when I'm not going for a trick shot, bullseye. No problem. What's different? What's different there? My mind can't even conceive it to make the necessary changes. Rotation. Move forward and backwards. Oh, man! Another smash can. Oh, no sense in my brain. My brain is not liking that one bit.
We'll do it just to say we did it.
Oh, horrible release. Horrible release, my man. Horrible. Look how bad this release is. Garbage release. Garbage. We're throwing rotational here. We ain't rotational guys. Bad release. Super bad. Man, horrible. I don't know how much I can get it. Like, if I'm not sticking it, it's a bad release, right? Right? If it's not sticking, but I'm sticking it, so what's that mean? If it's in the bullseye and I'm sticking it, what's that mean? What's that mean? But look, and I'll throw the can. Oh! So my rotation slows down when I throw the can. I gotta keep practicing rotation, man. Absolutely. I know. I'm a no spin thrower. I'm throwing rotation now. I throw a no spin throw 6 years. I know you're just messing with me, but just because you don't probably understand what's going on here. Ooh, getting closer. Getting closer. I just gotta go further back, like 4 meters for this can pin. And I do step. There's a step there. Totally different when I'm throwing the can. Totally different when I'm throwing the can. Isn't that crazy? That's wild. I'm also throwing a can with a massive hole. Doesn't help. I know, guys, honestly, I need so much practice. I need a lot of practice. The thing with rotation too, it's hard to get a taxi ride where you grab the target in the air and carry it to the target because it's rotating. It wants to hit the can down. So you gotta meet them at the target a lot better. I just stand further back. Last 4 meters. There it is. Knife's not long enough to do a good rotation up close. We're going to go further back. 4 meters. Oh! My accuracy's on point. You don't lose that. You don't lose the accuracy. That went right through the bottom. How did that not stick? That's crazy. Good old rotational plan. Oh, rotation. I don't even understand how that works. That's in there. Probably hit it in the air. Gotta hit the target. That's probably what happened there. Hey, Pedro. There we go. I got some motivation. I needed ya. Yeah, you can come hold the can, man. I'll do better that way. Go, Leafs, go. Go, Leafs, go. We're doing rotational throwing, man. I feel like a tart stick. That was almost my iPad. Done. Guys, I'm done with rotation trick shots. Sorry. The one thing I'll give up on the channel and never want to see that again is rotational trick shots. Done with it. Done. 100% over it. That ricochet there, not happening. Nope. James, I don't care what you say. Not happening. Not in this cold weather. Not with these knives. Nope. No spin. For you there, was it fizzy? Fizzy? Yeah, fizzy. Here we go. No spin. That's for you, fizzy. Let's go! What? There it is. It isn't easy, but that's the training I put 6 years of my life into. No spin. The knife just travels out the hand, man. I don't have to rotate. I don't need to know where I am. It just happens. Busy, that couldn't have worked out better for you, my man. I think you gotta hit the subscribe button now for me, bro. I think you gotta hang out with us. There's been a few comments that I like. I want to keep seeing those type of comments. Man, that ricochet was awesome. Pedro, I'm telling you, bro. You know when to come to. There's like a vibe in your world, and you're just like, bro, I think the coolest weatherman needs me. I think he needs me right now. I know you're messing with me, James, but at the same time, whether you're messing or not, it's like I see what you're saying, and I want to do it. I think once I get better knives, we'll still, like, I can't not. can't not do trick shots. That's just me. But obviously, doing them no spin, that's my game. For just rotational throwing, like, again, guys, it's going to be just for competition. You see now why I make that choice. You see, the answer's there for you. I'm doing it because I'll get bad habits. Throwing a trick shot, your rotation changes. I don't want to mess up my game. So that's my literally proven right there. Showing you guys, that's proven. All right, for those new people watching, where are you watching from? Throw with my feet. Throw with my feet. I don't know about throw with my feet. You gotta get out of the way, because that thing can come back at you. It helps me stay warm. Oh, I thought that was a good bullseye. That felt good. I've never done a handstand with this before, so I'm working out the rotation upside down. Huh. Interesting. A little more rotation. Huh. Interesting. Went too far. I can't see. That's high. That's high. That's low. We're high, we're low. We're high, we're low. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yo, let's go. Imagine going to a competition and hitting your bullseyes that way. I'm usually good at this. I don't know what's going on there. Huh, interesting. Ninja training. Boy, oh boy. I don't even think I'm hitting the target. That's a better look at it.
Yeah, I need a rotation knife for this. Not a no-spin knife. Let's see if that even changes it up. Let's try it with this bad boy here. What'd you get me into? I don't like this one. This knife's not gonna work. Get up, get out of the way. No idea why. Crazy. What's crazy is about this is that I've done this so many times. And I've gotten it. Like maybe my chair moving it. Crazy right now. This is just bad luck. Let me just see you guys laughing at me so I can be motivated. Hit some laughs in the chat. There it is. Give James a break and you step in. These are Wolverine. These are Wolverine boots. Yeah, these are the Wolverines. Which I love wolves, so I got Wolverine boots. They're super freaking awesome. Pull a muscle in my butt. I didn't pull a muscle in my butt. I worked my butt out. I was squatting at work. Alright, I gotta figure this out because it's killing me right now. I'm trying to look at it when I miss so that I can see what's going on. What I'm unable to see. Because I want to get out of the way quick. Should I throw it rotational? That's the question right now in my head. I'm going to try one. One rotation. That was good. But I'll do it one more time. It worked! That's so weird, guys. That worked, though. Let me see. Was that a coincidence? Well, I gotta get it on target. That worked perfectly. That's one full rotation. That's super weird. Never did that before. That's a world's first. Hey, that's what we do on the channel. A handstand full rotation throw with the iron tier. That's never been done before. Pretty sure no one has done that before. Freaking heck. That deserves one of these bad boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, this chair. I didn't think I'd get much use out of it today. I said I'm coming out here and I was going to be throwing some heaters. We started off throwing the heaters and then now we're doing handstands. That's what happens here when you guys start talking. Yeah, my legs are coming down because I did this before for a video that's coming out. And I don't know if you guys can see it. It ricocheted back into my arm. The worst, yeah, you guys can see it. The worst injury I've had ever. Like upside down, that could have been right in my face. So I'm out of the freaking way. I'm freaking throwing it upside down, and I'm freaking getting out of the way. I don't like, if I'm not gonna learn my lesson, I'm gonna be stupid. No. I learned my lesson. Some of those things, like the video, you guys probably didn't see it on my shorts because it was in my video, but my useless facts, one of the episodes, I think 8, you can throw multiple ways. You shouldn't though. Like, even though you can do something, doesn't mean you should do it. It's a useless fact because that should be common sense to people. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you necessarily do it. It's freaking dangerous, especially when you're playing with knives. There's some of these guys out there I saw recently, and yeah, you're getting all the views. You don't practice what you're doing. You're probably doing it once. And he was doing like a handstand. This is a little short guy with long hair. He throws knives with his hair. Like, man, you're just a freaking silly clown, really, at the end of the day. No one's going to be doing that in reality. But he gets hurt. He gets freaking ricochets like I've never seen. Like, he had one right in the neck. He should have been dead almost. That's freaking dangerous. So based on seeing him do what he's doing, I was like, yeah, man, I'm glad you do it once. You don't do it all the time, bro. You're going to hurt. You're going to hurt yourself. So, got to make a video telling people. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you do it. And I threw with my teeth. I threw with my hip. I had the knife. I don't know if you guys caught it. I had it balancing on my head. And I launched my head back. And I freaking pinned it with my head. And then I did the handstand. And that's where I got hurt. Because I had 2 knives in my hand. So I was going to do the handstand with 2 knives. Throw one, get up, and then throw the other. So that was fun. You guys know me well, and you guys are awesome. Some throws are just like, we're out to lunch, guys. Out to lunch. You guys notice my Mario? I got new stuff in here. I'm trying to set up a bunch of new things and just make this wall full of childhood things. I got a Ninja Turtle, my favorite Ninja Turtle, Raphael. My wife got me for Christmas a Flash, DC Comics Flash. They had G.I. Joe. But then today, or yesterday, I bought a Super Mario poster with all the characters. I grew up with Mario, right? Nintendo. Some good stuff. There's some good stuff. Pedro! Yeah, Full Tank Clan was in here, man. He was in here chatting it up for a bit. I'm good friends with him. He's given me knives. I've given him knives. I have a bunch of his, yeah, we're just good friends, man. He does very well. He's been around for a while, and, you know, you get into knife throwing 12 years ago. You know, like me, I've been in it for over 6 years now. Half of that time, pretty much. Obviously, those people that have been around, they're going to be the ones with the attention. I'm just in the shadows, man. I'm in the shadows. Most underrated knife thrower. I'm in the shadows over here. Getting things done. Breaking records. Training. Yeah, there's a good burr on that one. One of the throws gave this a burr. Don't ruin your day. I don't know if you guys can see certain burrs. There doesn't take much. See that line? That knife came right up the side and then created a nice burr right there. If you throw, like me, your finger catches that, that might just be enough to ruin your day. It doesn't take much, guys. I said this before. I do it over and over again for any possible new
watchers, viewers. So bear with me, those that have heard me repeat the same thing over and over again. I will, just in case someone new's watching and they can learn something. Doesn't take much. And I didn't want to really hurt these, but I was doing handstands. You go over it and your finger's fine. You're good. That's all it needs. Killswitch, you won! Hey, brother! Good to see you, man. You won the Zeus's. I cleaned them up today, too. So, super pointy tips. Really nice freaking knife, man. They're yours. Coming your way. I'll have the tracking number, and I'll have them shipped off to you tomorrow. Congratulations, Killswitch. Yes, buddy. Good to see you, man. Isn't that wicked? You just pop in on the live. You're like, yeah, man, you just won. I mean, those knives there, like 150, 200 bucks. They're yours. I mean, you might have bought in a few people's spots, but I'm glad to get you them out, man, because you were hooking people up, being super nice, and you're the winner. What did we pin? 3 cans today? Is that it? Well, I think we need to pin one more then. Oh, it's all good, man. Oh. I'm using these older cans and they got massive holes in them. But again, you guys know I'm trying to go for that 100 can pin. Hey Pedro, are you on the Full Tank Clan channel too? Thank you for coming into mine, man. I know he's got a lot of views and stuff, so it's nice to see like a bunch of you sticking with me. I think that means a lot to me. It's so light when there's big holes in it. I'm gonna do a little bit better reading. I am much warmer. My nose is cold. Hunter, being nice, throwing some manners in there. I like when you guys show your appreciation to those that, because the channel has so many nice people. Whew, what a bullet. Now we're dialing it in. I'm gonna get it right now. Right now. I feel it right now. Right now. Like, let's throw right at this knife. Now. Oh! It sparred so much like a stiff top. Oh, that's cool. Crazy, like, you almost want to do something like that. If you won the lottery, you'd still be doing that something. That's like knife throwing. If I won the lottery, I would still be a knife thrower. I don't know, that thought just came to me. Because like I'm thinking like, what it would be so cool to have like a slow motion camera. If I won the lottery, I would just make this so much better. For you guys to view and see knife throwing for what it is. A slow motion camera would really captivate, would really show, you know, what's going on and all the angles and the way the knife flies in the air. You know what, Killswitch? I know you won't mind. I'm gonna pin a can with these. These have been mine for like 5 years, and I gifted them to the Killswitch. Killswitch won the Zeus's. I was not a sponsor by Nobody Knifeworks, but he was a new maker. And I saw so much potential in him. And when he was selling his knives, I was jumping on them. I was like, man, those are sick. And a lightning bolt is me. That was me from like day one as a meteorologist. Just
It's my symbol. I love the lightning bolt. So much power, so much beauty. I'm gonna paint a can with it. I'm gonna get a fresh can. We'll call it a new can. I'm okay. I'll dedicate my last can pen with the Zeus. Here we go. I'll miss them. I just want to get you guys knives. Just like Hunter or Christian. And Hunter. Alright, you know it. Here we go. Say goodbye. I'm picking my shots because I want this to mean something. Oh man. Because it's such a freaking aggressive tip. Look how much penetrated. I didn't move. I just took it out and left my thumb there. That's how much penetrated. Like 4 inches. Crazy. I will miss the Zeus's. Killswitch, you enjoy those knives. You enjoy those knives, my man. That's it, man. Saying goodbye. That was 4 inches in there, too. You enjoy those knives. I'll wash this off. I threw these a few times tonight too without you here. Just because before I spun the wheel, before I knew who the winner was. Because I cleaned them off today and made them really nice. I left some of the oldness to it because it's been old, it's been aged, it's been used by me. So you'll see that when you get them. But I definitely clean the edges, sharpen the tips, put a little bit of flash to it. I will miss these. But if someone's going to get them, I'm really glad it's you. They're like Pokemon cards, these knives. Some of them have sentimental value to them. And I just really enjoyed throwing them and the memories I've had, how I got them, who they came from, all that type of stuff. That's sick. Yeah. James made a sick Zapdos background to picture for me. So I had that saved on my phone. It's really nice. I like that whole thing. Like I got my Zapdos over there. You can't see them, but you hear my dog snoring? My goodness, Si, that's crazy. Your eyes are open too. Just get this fire a little bit for me here. That's one thing about being Canadian too. I gotta bounce off the screen to get my fire going. You guys can see, like, I go in there and I blow it, get it all going, get the flames. It helps me live. It helps me stay alive. All right, let's throw a couple heats.
you guys see that last one? You guys see it in there? It's hard to even see it in there. Oh, like when you see me lift my leg up, those are they feel so good. That would be really funny, like to do a competition or even just one round at like 5 meters, 4 meters, and just right beside everybody, just freaking let her have it. I have no fear of trying that and still gaining a lot of points. Alright guys, as much as I have fun doing this, when I'm around 3 hours right now, I can still go in. I've only had, a bunch of eggs, protein pancakes. I had a bunch of protein pancakes with eggs. And then I had some bone broth. I didn't eat much, so I'm gonna go inside and get some food into my belly. I love you guys, man. You guys, honestly, I love you guys. Seriously, I freaking love you. Coolest freaking crew. To be able to even now share my journey with you guys, I think we're gonna have some fun. You guys, who knows? And we're gonna bring in some world championships together. To have you guys with me in my corner supporting me is gonna make this a much better time for me. I could do this alone, but I'm gonna have a much better time with you guys. So stick with me. We're gonna put in some training hours right now. We're gonna put in some freaking hard work. I'm zeroing in, man. You guys know me. I'm freaking putting it in right now. I'm gonna look at my videos 5 years ago on my channel. You're gonna see some serious drills I've done. I've shared those videos. I got 20 views. But if you dig deep into my videos, you'll see a lot of what made me a good no spin thrower. And I'm gonna be bringing that now for rotation. Silas, they hear you, man. At least I do. You guys hear? Throw some freaking Silas's in the chat. And freaking Silas, his snoring. Oh, what a dog that snores. What knife? I don't know, man. It was like 15 or 16. The knife you got is a different version than this. It's not gonna look like this. But that's like the original OGs. So it's pretty cool that you're gonna get one of those, Hunter. But you also got a bunch of other knives going in there too. So you got number one. You got also you got the first ever t-shirt. It's a large. So I hope a large fits you well. It's athletic wear, so it stretches really well. Super comfortable. Enjoy that, man. The first ever t-shirt out there. I'd love a picture of you wearing it, holding the lightning bolt. That would be freaking awesome for me, Hunter, if you could do that. Brother, if you can get a picture of yourself wearing the t-shirt with the coolest Weatherman knife, that would be, I'd print that off and you'd be on my freaking wall. That would be pretty awesome for me. Lex, yes, good to see you, man. Lex is in the house. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, look at those things. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Hearing my rants, if you will. I got my chips off my shoulder today. Got a few things ironed out. Told you guys the new changes. Did some trick shots. We talked a little bit. We saw Brandon come in live. We had some good times. Good people showing up. Killswitch, you're my winner. I already got your shipping information, so I can get that out to you tomorrow. Don't you worry about it. And I'll email you the tracking number. 3 a.m., thank you for the gifted memberships. Hunter, Pedro, James, thank you for moderating. You guys are awesome, man. Like I said, I love you guys. We saw John Wick in the house. He freaking bought some spots too. That was awesome. So when it comes to David Keene, I believe, for Christian, his son, I'm going to be getting those guys some knives. I'm going to send them out as soon as I can. Just bear with me a couple weeks if you can, because I'm going to be deployed in a couple days. But I'm going to get out Killswitch's knives and hopefully Keene's, and we'll go from there. Hopefully when I get back, or even while I'm out, we can do a live. I'm going to Newfoundland. So if you guys know Canada, I'm going to be out in St. John's, St. John's, Newfoundland. Maybe I'll do a live. I'm going to see, because I don't know. I've been there in the summer. We'll see what it looks like in the winter. It's beautiful. It's honestly a beautiful place. But the weather sucks there. So when you have nice days, you take advantage of it. But it's freaking beautiful.
That song. Oh yeah, my wife, if you're watching, you know it. It came on right at the time I needed it. That song. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna drag this out for a little bit so you guys can hear the song. You get the girls with the nails done. I got 3 girls in the house, man. If I get these songs like this, the girls with their nails done, and it freaking drives me nuts. Anyways, I love you guys. You know I carried on because I just appreciate you guys so much, and I can't say it enough. I freaking love you guys. So grip it, rip it, freaking stick it. Wow. Hit it. God bless. I'll see you in the next live or the next episode.